and welcome to Friday Night Lights Cougar Football on J3 Radio. This is the place to be tonight. I'm your host, JonChristian Clay, alongside Clay White, my esteemed partner in this. Man, it's homecoming.
Yep, we're about 3 minutes from kickoff, and the atmosphere is electric here. It's that perfect kind of football weather.
Dude, there's a breeze out here, man. There is a good, nice, late, kind of getting into fall breeze, late evening kind of a feel to it. It is wonderful. If you're just joining in with us, homecoming is tonight as the Escambia Academy Cougars are taking on the Trinity Eagles. Father, Son, and Holy Ghost comes with them. And let's pray that the Lord shares the love here tonight on it, and I trust and know He will. Praise God. But let me tell you, Clay, let's talk about their schedules as they have just done the coin flip, and we are getting ready for kickoff with an announcement to bring you on who won it. Tell us what the schedule for the Cougars has entailed, Clay.
For the Cougars. Well, as you know, if you've been keeping up, the Cougars are 5-0 to start the season. Their first game was a 40-12 win over Snook Academy, followed by a 74-0 shutout over North River, 62-0 against Springwood, 44-12 against Southern Prep, and then last week, 46-6 against Coosa Valley.
Wow. So 2-2.
No, 5-0.
Yes, I apologize.
The opponent is 2-2.
The opponent, 2-2. Trinity Eagles, the opponent tonight for homecoming. They started off the season and played Springwood, lost that game 42-27, followed it up by playing Cornerstone, lost close, Clay, in a shocker 48-37, and only came away in the last 2 minutes when that one went sideways for them. Then played at Coosa Valley where we were last week and ran into a ton of mosquitoes, won that game 60-46, and then they played last week, Evangel, and won 31-22. They are 2-2 as we come in tonight, and here come your Cougars. Again, you're listening to the home of the Cougars, J3 Radio.
You could say this team's on a hot streak, Trinity.
I would say they are.
They've won 2 in a row, so we called this a trap game, potentially, before the game.
It feels like a trap game.
It's potentially a similar opponent last week to Coosa Valley.
Yeah.
In terms of talent level.
Well,
but that's, just when you think, oh, we beat Coosa last week, so Trinity's about the same. We'll beat them easily. That's not the way you want to think.
Well, it's important to be mindful of a game like this, especially on homecoming, because of all of the consequences that come along with, all the festivities. You got to keep your head in the game. We're going to take a pause.
Beautiful day you've given us, and this wonderful game of football that we play every Friday night. Lord, we thank you for these coaches, these administrators, all of the athletes that are represented tonight. We pray that you would put your hand over them, keep them from harm. Everybody that is involved tonight would play with good sportsmanship and Christ-like attitudes. Everything to honor and glorify your name. Lord, pray for our visitors as they travel home tonight. We pray that you give them traveling grace. And once again, we thank you for your Son who you sent to die for us so that we can have this wonderful life that you've given us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
And we are back.
This is WGYJ LP 93.5 Atmore, Alabama.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And as we get ready for kickoff right here on J3 Radio, and we call it the Sports Broadcasting Network on Thursday and Friday nights because that's what we're blessed to be able to do. And that's because of the good Lord and you guys being a part of making this happen with us. Clay, this last week, we're going to talk about some final scores real quick. Escambia went to Coosa Valley, beat the mess out of them, won it 47-6. Evangel played Trinity, lost to Trinity 31-22, and that's the matchup we have tonight. Heritage lost to Springwood 55-18. And tell us about the last two, Clay.
Macon East beat Southern Prep 48-12, and then Snook beat North River 60-6.
Yeah, well, like
We've
we
been
have,
talking about how Snook has been improving over the course of the season. That's a pretty impressive win.
You're exactly right. Snook has made a lot of improvements over the past few weeks since we played them almost immediately. And what
that's a team we could see again in the playoffs.
Very likely.
That's why I bring that up, because
well, you know who draws a similarity between them is this Trinity team here, the Eagles. They have improved a lot.
Yeah, they do look somewhat similar as well on the field.
And they went toe-to-toe with Cornerstone. So when I talk about all of these things, I think it's clear that we establish a baseline that this is a really solid team thus far this year. Sometimes you don't win them all, but it's going to be interesting. And as we get ready for kickoff, number 24, Grant Sasser, who we had a wonderful time getting to talk with last night, along with all of the rest of the team as we were live at David's Catfish House in Atmore. It was a ton of fun to talk with the team. And as Grant gets ready to take the whistle and get it up in the air, we're going to have football homecoming 2025 on J3 Radio. Here we go, Clay. Whistle is blown, hand is up. The foot has hit it, and it's a short one, Clay. Just a little pooch kick.
Yep, just shy of the 50-yard line.
Received by Trinity. And as we get to see for the first time tonight, the Cougar defense coming out onto the field. Coach Nichols.
We've got another player coming out this week on the defense.
Yes.
We talked last night, and Tragan James.
Set it up perfect.
Number one. Coach said he's playing on defense tonight, not offense. But he's been just as good on defense as he has on offense early in the year before his injury.
He told us, Clay, he's ready to hit somebody. He hasn't been able to be physical in practice.
He's playing defensive end today. That's what he told us.
And he's lining up there right now on the left end toward us. It's going to be exciting to see him.
3 wide receivers out for Trinity.
They tell us Trinity is a pass team. They've done it all year. Like you said, 3 wide, running back to his left, quarterback. Clay, who is that out there? Who do they got lined up? They got a couple of guys who can pass it. That looks like number 10. William Dooley, quarterback, sophomore. Lined up.
Yeah, supposedly he's a pretty good passer.
Got the whistle. He's stepping up to the line. Motions a man over, number 12, takes the snap, drops back. He's looking to pass it. He darts it off. He's complete to number 12, who gets to the first down marker and is taken down by DeAndre Hayes.
Yeah, he was pulled out of bounds there. That was a good play by Hayes to prevent that.
6'4" DeAndre Hayes. He had a good word for us last night.
Yeah, that was the first time we've gotten to talk with him.
Yeah. It was fun, man. All the team came out. It was a ton of fun. And they're moving quick, Clay.
1st and 10 for the Trinity Eagles.
William Dooley in the shotgun, brings 12 in motion again to his left side, takes the snap, it's high, he drops back, darts it out again. It's caught by number 1. He jukes a man, but number 10, the Atmore missile, starts flying and was dispatched to take him down. They're moving the ball a little bit, Clay.
That was about a 9-yard gain, so that's going to make it 2nd and 1.
We told you this may be a gut check week. Gut check weeks are important in the maturation of a great team.
You may see a similar look.
Shotgun
12
again.
Comes in motion yet again.
They're just going to recycle this until it doesn't work. He tosses it out again.
This time, the pass was broken up.
Kazion Bartholomew, number 15, who is just an all-around rising star.
Seems like they're doing a little bit of a curl play. Everyone knows that concept in football.
Yeah.
Just a simple play, but they're trying to get guys open.
Just get up there and catch the ball. Thank God.
Now it's going to be 3rd down and about 2, they're saying.
Takes a snap, brings 12 in motion again to his left side, takes it, drops back. This time he's launching it deep toward number 1, and Number 5, Braylon Snow gets in there to break it up. It was
he almost
looking
got
good.
the interception there. Good third down stop. We're probably
Yes,
going to
sir.
see a fourth down attempt.
It was looking good for a second there, though. Only
Well,
but
I see
for a
what
second.
Coach was saying about this being a passing team. They've only passed it so far. What are we going to see on 4th and 2?
I dare say they're gonna.
They're going to pass it again. Maybe we'll see a scramble. Let's see.
Here we go. They're going to enforce it until they can stop it. Brings 12 in motion again. Takes it, drops back.
He's under rush.
A lot of guys on him. He gets it off, though, to 44. He's broken. He's at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Trinity Eagles.
Yep, that was a classic screen pass. The offensive line just let the defenders into the backfield, and then they went and blocked for 44.
Congratulations if you're an Eagles fan.
And that is the first deficit that the Cougars will face this season, now down 6-0 to Trinity.
Well, they got their keys out and went on a drive for
Yeah.
that one. You know what, though, Clay? I'm not deterred by this. I think this is a moment where we've waited for this. We've waited to see adversity
Well, we
strike.
asked Coach last night. One of the audience members asked the question,
Yes,
how will
sir.
this team respond to adversity?
Ex-
And he said he thinks they're ready.
You
They're
know what?
coming out to go for 2-point conversion here,
Snaps it to number 44. He busts through.
and they're
Looks
saying
like he
got
clears
it. So they're going to be up. Trinity is up 8-0.
Fascinating. Well, you know what, Clay? We got a question that we called it good rat poison that came in last night. One of you wonderful fans, and hey, thank y'all for participating in such great quantities as you did last night, sending in your questions on Under the Lights. Keep that up. If you got questions from Saturday, send them in for Gridiron Monday live, 5 p.m. Central, all things college football. But one of the questions was, what do you guys have to say when other people say y'all ain't played anybody yet, is the wording that came through. And it, for lack of other words, ticked the Cougars off.
Yeah, they were fired up about that.
And it settled with them and resonated in a way that I think a few things haven't. And Tragan James had something to say about that. Clay, tell us what he said.
Well, he said he would rather be undefeated playing nobody than taking big losses playing somebody. So, fair enough assessment
And
there.
his final word, though, was humiliate.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure the team is going to be fired up on
Yeah.
offense to strike back. Here come
Let's get 'em
the
woken up.
Eagles with the kickoff.
Gets the whistle. He's ready. Looking at his guys. He's saying, you guys ready? Number 12, the kicker, takes it, kicks it, and he's got a leg on him. I was watching him in warm-ups. Impressive as it takes the bounce at the 15-yard
And
line.
it is going to go out of bounds. So, as we've seen a lot, that's going to be a penalty. Give the Cougars the ball around the 35.
Their kicker is Aiden Hahn, who's also a defensive back for them. A lot of players on this Trinity team, Clay. How many guys are on this roster? Because it's a
It's
significant
got to
amount.
be over 20. I'm not quite sure the exact number.
Yeah, it's a good size. It almost looks like more than what's listed on this depth chart here.
All right, here comes the offense.
First time tonight, led out by senior quarterback
And
Ronte
as
Watson.
we've seen in the last couple of weeks, we've got Maddox Boyette in the backfield in what we call the lead blocking position. Ronte at quarterback.
Takes a snap in the shotgun. Immediately, it's a draw play. He's going to shove it up the middle. And he is just brought to a halt by number 56 of the Eagles.
But not before he gets a 5-yard gain.
Clay, that
Yes.
was Mac Ellis,
Mac
one of their
Ellis.
O-linemen. He is 6'5" tall, 220 pounds junior.
Yeah, I think that's their biggest player
That's
because
some
Coach
size.
told us they don't have a lot of huge players, but clearly, whatever that guy's name was, he's one of them. Here come the Cougars again.
They got a couple of tall fellas.
2nd and 4.
We're going to need the crowd to get into it tonight as quarterback takes the snap in the shotgun again. There's a high snap. I think he
This time
decided
he's
I can
got
just
room
run
up
it.
the middle.
He's broken free. He's at the 35. He's at the 30. And number 2 is the only man that can bring him down, and he does so
Yeah.
at the 30.
Well, we've seen all year, Ronte, when he runs on those quarterback draws, he's a difficult man to catch.
Very difficult to keep up with
And
when
they
he gets
did
in open
get him,
space.
but not before he got a 30-yard gain.
And it doesn't take much open space for him, Clay. He can line up and get held down and then break free. Again, in the shotgun, 2 lead blockers to his right this time. Takes the snap. Again, it's just a draw play right up the center. Breaks left. Knocks one of his own men over and gets it to the 20. That was number 12 that he collided with on the
Tyler
Cougars.
Williams.
Yeah.
All right, that's another 1st and 10, they're saying. So we're going to have the ball around the 19-yard line inside the red zone for the Cougars.
Looking good, looking good.
Cougars are looking to strike back after
Just one
taking a
wide out,
deficit
Clay.
to start with.
Braylon Snow off to the left edge of the field. Lead blockers takes a snap, rolls out to the right. Guys going downfield. Kyler Williams is the intended target, but he was hit upon the catch, and it is incomplete. And that's going to set us up, Clay, for 2nd down.
Yeah, 2nd down and 10.
If you're just joining us, the Trinity Eagles are up 8-0 on the Cougars with 8:22 to go in the first quarter. Got a good game for you tonight. This is, we keep saying it, Clay. Adversity is getting more intense for the Cougars as the season goes on.
Yeah, the second half of the schedule is definitely more challenging than the first half, which had a few games that might have been considered easy, although when we call football, nothing is easy.
No.
Because even against the bad teams, you've got to have the proper execution.
I think you're highly mistaken to call any roster easy or nothing special. I've seen great kids on all of these teams that have a lot of unique talent. And you know what? All it takes, Clay, is for things to line up once, and you've got a very different ball game.
And it looks like the offense is coordinating with offensive coordinator Boykin on the sideline. They're getting their word from him. Now we've got Ronte in the backfield with Kazion Bartholomew beside him at running back.
If you just haven't seen the video that dropped today, though, Clay, it's one worth checking out on the Journey Network Facebook page. Got a fake handoff, kept it, and number 44 meets him. Clay, are you getting the sense that the Eagles are playing with more physicality than we've seen since the Springwood game?
They're definitely wanting to come after. And that was only a 4-yard gain for Ronte.
They're hitting hard, my friends.
So this is going to be a crucial 3rd down and 6.
They are hitting hard, as this appears to be the first time we're going to see receivers lined out. We got 4 wide
We're now lined up in more of a passing formation. Ronte, empty backfield.
Standing all alone back there like a tower. Coach Boykin may start dialing up something as he brings a man in motion. Quarterback takes
Ronte up the middle again.
Meets number 44 right as he gets past the line of scrimmage, Clay.
That number 44, he's a solid defender. And that's going to make 4th down and 2. I think we're going to see the Cougars go for it here.
They're going to work their very hardest to make sure that Ronte has to settle in and beat them in the passing game, I think, tonight.
Yeah, they don't want to give up big plays in the run game. But I think that's what Coach Boykin is trying to do right now, is establish that.
If you look in the formations, Clay, defensively for the Eagles, they're playing the box really safe to stop that quarterback run.
Yeah.
Which is a wise call.
Here we go, 4th and 2. Do we see another draw by Ronte?
on to his left.
Oh, I think we might have had a jump there.
Yep, number 9 for the Eagles.
Yep,
Just
short yardage
disappointed
situation.
Luke Dean.
And that's going to give the Cougars a 1st down and goal.
Hey.
I mean, you got to take that.
Hey, you take whatever the team will give you, and you make the best of it.
Sometimes you can just lure them into an offside just by lining up in a certain way.
Never take for granted what the other team will give you. That's the game.
Okay. That's going to put us around the 8-yard line. Maybe, yep, 8.
Much better situation now as they've been playing with the bend, don't break philosophy on the Eagles defense. So the question mark now is, can they put it together in this close range scenario in the red zone? And we're just waiting
taking
for
a lot
the
of
word.
time off the clock.
This feels
on this
like
drive.
a lot of.
The clock goes below 6 minutes in the first quarter.
This has been the slowest drive we've seen from the Cougars.
I wonder if they're
Clay.
running the clock on purpose, perhaps.
Coach Boykin tells us they aim to snap the ball every 12 to 18 seconds. As
Here
this
comes
time
Ronte to
takes
the
a snap,
right
rolls
side,
out right.
into the end zone.
Touchdown.
That was
Cougars.
a power play right there.
A lot of lead blockers on that play, was there not, Clay?
Yeah, and the Cougars strike back.
Yes, sir.
We're probably going to see them go for the 2-point conversion attempt here
gonna
to
give us
tie
some-
the game.
Currently, with 5 minutes, 41 seconds to go. That was a long drive, Clay, in the first quarter. Long drive.
Yep. And here comes Ronte with 3 receivers to his right, no one to his left.
Love these formations Coach Boykin is dialing up. Takes a snap, drops back. He looks. He's rushed by number 9. Jukes a man. Tosses it off. Oh,
Cameron
man.
Perkins was open, but got hit right when he caught it.
Holy smokes, guys.
And we've seen that he likes to go to Perkins on those 2-point plays, but that time the defenders just got there right when they needed
And
to.
that's going to leave us with 5 minutes 41 to go in this first quarter with an 8-6 game. Trinity leads.
And as we get set up, we're going to take a quick moment to thank our underwriters. We will be right back. Don't go
Another
anywhere.
great night of programming here on J3 Radio tonight with the Escambia Academy Cougars. This programming is made possible from donations from the following. Bub Gideon's realtor at PhD Realty. His number is 251-359-6523. Or more info at bub.phdrealty.com. Jason Pilger Chevrolet. Their office is 406 East Nashville Avenue in Atmore. The phone number is 251-368-4053. JasonPilgerChevrolet.com. Terry's Furniture and Music, located at 121 North Main Street in Atmore. The phone number is 251-368-8389. Johnson Ford. Their office is 1828 South Main Street in Atmore. Their phone number is 251-322-1027, and their website is jjohnsonford.com. Waves Car Wash, located at 611 North Main Street in Atmore. The phone number is 251-321-0192. For more info, waves-carwash.com.
Well, while you were gone, they just kicked the ball. Grant
And-
Sasser, the Magic Man. Clay, what happened?
And that was an onside kick right there, and the Cougars recovered it.
They hit
So-
the fire out of the guy who caught
Yeah,
it. Broke
originally
it up.
it was caught by a Trinity player. He dropped it. Cougars were on top of it.
Wow.
Assuming the refs don't turn this over for a penalty, we're going to see the Cougars with the ball again.
Hey, in a game of momentum like this is a really good way to get yourself into the game and
Coach
settled
Nichols said, no, I don't want to give them the chance to go up by more.
Yeah.
We want to take the lead here.
in. And he is set to impose his will as they have
We've
ruled a
got
Cougar ball.
four wide receivers. Ronte by himself in the backfield.
Just past the 50, Ronte steps up into the pocket here. Take the snap, brings a man in motion, takes it. It's a draw play right up the center. Good yardage on it as he gets about to the 40-yard line.
They're going to keep going back to that draw play all night long as it keeps working.
Just ran it right up the center, man.
Yeah, that's
And he's-
a 9-yard gain.
Ronte's one of those guys that he's so quick that you could expect he's at least going to get a couple of yards before
Oh, he's
someone
running up
meets him.
under center
Oh,
here.
wow.
We're in the I formation.
Maddox Boyette in fullback hands it off to Maddox, and Maddox is just bulldozing over guys. They can't stop him. The forward momentum. Whoa! As he gets up to the 30-yard line.
Talk about that for a short yardage situation play.
Just give it to the big man and say, try to
That was
bring
a
him down.
quick shift there. They were 1 second. Last play was over. Then Ronte jumps under center, which
That
we haven't
reminds
seen
me
here.
of our younger days playing
doing it again.
football when we
We're
had
going back
guys
to that.
on our back carrying them. Takes the snap, hands it this time off to Kezion Bartholomew. He's broke off the right side. 10, 5, touchdown Cougars.
And just like that, the Cougars are back in the lead.
It was fast, wasn't it, Clay?
Yeah.
First drive out, they ran old school, ground and pound, slow. And then this drive, they break out
Well, that's
the
another
turbo engine.
another new formation maybe we've seen.
Yes, sir.
Coach Boykin keeps telling us he has offensive plays in the back of his pocket.
He's got offensive
Well, he
plays
brought out the I
in the back of his
formation.
car, Clay. There's no shortage with Coach Boykin and Coach Nichols here.
So, wait, are they calling it back? Well,
Ah.
you don't love to see that. I'm not sure what the penalty was.
Was that holding, it looks like?
Yeah, they're calling it back. Now it's going to be first in about 15.
Ah, man. And Coach is going to take a quick timeout by the Eagles. This time, 4:41 to go on the clock.
And
Eagles
they're,
up 8-6.
Eagles head coach, we have that listed, is Mike Adams. They've
Yes,
got
sir.
a big coaching staff, too.
Yeah, I got to meet Coach Adams just briefly to speak to him before the game, I believe, and it was he's a pretty cool man. Got a good team.
Yeah.
He's
and
kept
now
them
the
focused.
Cougars, of course, with that score being overturned, they're still down 6-8, but they do have the ball
You know,
on the 37.
You know, Clay, sometimes in games like this, when you got teams, it's all about how do you respond to adversity. Trinity, they come in, lose the first 2 games. One of them's really close, one of them's not. And a lot of teams would roll over and say, that's it. Cougars, they've responded to adversity.
We've seen in this 8-man league, anyone can make the playoff. Yeah. So they just need, they had that little bounce back, 2 games in a row for Trinity. And now here comes the Cougar offense again.
Well, they've responded to adversity in the sense the Cougars haven't lost their zeal with all of these wins. They keep getting more intense.
Now we're a bit of a heavy set, shifting to a wide receiver bunch formation.
Takes the snap now. Quarterback Ronte in this pocket. He steps out of it, rolls out left, breaks free, gets it back up to the 30-yard line.
Yep, that's going to put it at about 2nd and 8 as he gained 5 or 6 yards there.
He's reestablishing himself.
They're putting it farther, maybe 2nd and 6.
Reestablishing himself, Clay.
Yeah, we don't want to let that penalty break the momentum.
No, sir. Absolutely not. And as of now
we're in that similar-looking heavy formation.
Tight formation. Guys lined up all to his left, up on the line. Takes it, rolling out, blockers everywhere. He slips through a few guys.
Yep.
And brings number 2 down with him. Tronte just ran up the left side there.
They're going to call that a first down.
That's on the 20, Clay.
And these heavy formations where you've got 5 or 6 blockers in front of Ronte, those are hard to stop with as many big guys.
Blockers, Clay.
As many big guys we've got up front.
Big blockers.
Now we're back in the I formation.
And I see Maddox Boyette lined up in fullback with Kazion behind him. Under center, takes it. This time he hands it off to Kazion Bartholomew, who breaks left. Maddox gets a great lead block, and he's brought down at the 5-yard line by number 44, who's been all over the field tonight, Clay, for the Eagles.
Yeah, 44 definitely seems to be their best man.
Yeah.
Do we remember his name? 44 is Nate Riddle. I believe Coach talked to us last night about him, and here the Cougars just lined up for another play while I was finding that. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Cougars.
Just a quick little run up the middle.
They just snuck that one in on us, didn't they, Clay?
Yeah.
Ran it right up the center. And just like that.
Now we are 12-8 is the score.
With 3:43 in the first quarter.
We're likely going to see the Cougars attempt a 2-point conversion. We've seen Ronte go to Perkins a lot on this play. Will we see the same here?
You definitely want to get a 2-pointer here, get it up 14-8, as that may be important down the road. Again, we've only seen the Eagles once. Under center, this time it's a toss play to Kazion. Rolls right.
And he's in.
He's in there.
So that is going to be a conversion, and the score is 14-8 with the Cougars leading over the Eagles.
Love it. I love it. And just like that, my friend, 3 minutes 43 to go, 14-8.
First quarter. In
the first quarter. This is J3 Radio, the home of the Cougars. 93.5 FM is the place to be, both home and on the road.
Well, you gotta love the resilience there from the Cougar team. Facing their first deficit of the season, down 8-0, and then they just have 2 back-to-back touchdown drives with a crucial onside kick in the middle by Grant Sasser.
And this will be presumably the second time that we get to see the Eagles come out. The last time they were out, they went right down the field with quick passes left and right and scored
They're
a
a very
tutty.
pass-heavy team. Now let's see. We've got Sasser. You never know where he's going to kick it.
You really don't, man. They may try another onside right here just to really get up there. We're waiting for the whistle now. Coach Nichols lined up right with them. This time, it's another onside, Clay. And oh, my goodness, it's a flag. But that wasn't before the Atmore missile. Nick Bowen just bolted a guy and made room for Grant to take it. I don't think it got quite far enough. What do you say, Clay?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the flag is. It might be illegal touching. The ball needs to go 10 yards on an onside kick, where it could have been some kind of roughness penalty there because Bowen did come in hot.
Yeah. You know what? You don't get the nickname Atmore Missile for being nice.
The referees are talking it over. the Cougars did come away with the ball, but it's likely with a penalty flag that's going to be overturned. Yep, they're going to give a penalty on the Cougars.
And it's going to be Trinity ball.
Are we going to re-kick?
Looks like it.
No.
No?
All right, yeah, here comes Trinity. Here comes their offense.
Okay.
I think. Yeah. Just a little bit of confusion.
What do you think we'll see this time? Do you think now that Coach Nichols has had some time to prep his adjustments?
They're giving the Eagles good field position here after that penalty, though.
Yeah.
They're marching the first down chains. They're going to get it on the Cougars' 35-yard line.
Potential side effect.
Unless, yeah. Seems like
when you try those.
They're still kind of talking it over. I'm sure the Eagles are wanting to claw back the lead here after giving it up. This is definitely the tightest game we've seen from the Cougars so far.
Well, here's one thing I'll tell you, Clay, as I'm just looking at it, looking at the numbers in my head here. If you're in a situation to win it, you're going to have to keep up with the Cougars. You can't let them put the gas on you, and that's what they like to do. So if you're Trinity right now, the big thing to dial up is the ability to
we've seen when the Cougars get multiple
engine.
Score leads throughout the season, they've just been able to pile it on to an insurmountable lead.
Yeah.
So if you're a Trinity, you don't want to be in that situation. You want to go tit for tat with the EA Cougars and try to make this potentially a shootout.
And as they step out for the defense,
we are going to re-kick. We are going to re-kick. I see Grant Sasser right there.
Exciting looking stuff,
It just took a while
man.
to decide what they're moving the kick back, though. Now he's kicking from the 35, I believe. That's not where it was before.
What do you think we'll see here, Clay? Do you think it's going to be a situation where they may try to do a little bit of a deep kick?
I don't know if I would go onside kick here again, especially in this field position. I might try to get it deep, but we'll see what Grant and Coach dial up here. Well, they're still talking about it.
Man, feels like tonight's game, I just feel a little whiplash, Clay, is in the sense that things have moved so much slower tonight, just not only for the Cougars in their game plan, but also just the refs have kept it a little slower tonight. I mean, we're still in the first quarter.
Yeah. I mean, we're almost to the end of it.
Hey, if you're just joining us, Cougars are currently leading 14-8 with 3:43 in the first quarter to go up on the Trinity Eagles. This is a good one. Homecoming night 2025. Here we go.
Here comes Grant Sasser's kick. Another low kick.
And
recovered
received
by number 2
at
around
the 49-yard line.
Yeah, 50-49.
And we will see him.
So after that little situation with the kickoff, we're now back to the Cougars being on defense. And here comes Tragan James.
Yes, sir.
As we have discussed, in
One
case
of
you
the
missed it,
captains.
he is back this week, only on defense.
Here we
from
go.
what I've heard from Coach.
Quarterback this time in the shotgun. Man to his right, takes a snap. He looks, he darts it quick. It's a low pass.
That was nearly completed, but the refs are saying no
hit
catch.
the ground is what
it
they're
hit the
telling us.
ground. You can't catch it against the ground.
He used the ground as a cupping
Yeah,
formation.
not allowed to do that. So that's going to make it 2nd and 10. I don't believe we've seen a run out of the Eagles so far. They've
Not
been
yet.
very heavy pass.
And this time in the shotgun again, takes it, drops back. He's looking again, just some curl routes. Oh,
That was tipped by Ronte Watson.
intended
on
for number
defense.
2. He got it in his hands, but he started cutting up field before he properly had completion on the ball security there and just dropped it.
Well, the downside about passing a lot is you could get into these long yard situations. It's 3rd and 10.
Yet again in the shotgun, claps, takes the snap, drops back, got
It's under
pressure, and just lobs it
Excellent
up there.
coverage there by Ronte again.
Brings it down.
And that's going to be 4th and 10. Now, different teams in this 8-man league seem to have different philosophies when it comes to punting on 4th down, where they do it, how often. It looks like they're keeping the offense out there. Trinity is. Yes. So it's going to be a 4th down attempt.
And he's in the shotgun again. Clay 3 wide. And
He
just
punts
a
it
little
from shotgun.
sneaky punt there.
We saw a little bit of that
Yes,
a
we
couple
did.
a couple weeks ago, I think, or last week.
Well,
maybe.
you know who we saw it against as well? We saw that last week. Syracuse, they did that to Clemson on a drive. And
punts it out of shotgun formation,
made 'em
lining
think they were
up
gonna
like it's
go
a
for
normal
it.
play.
And then just the quarterback looks, and it's really cool because you get a second as the quarterback to say, is there anything? And then you're
Yeah.
like, nope, I'm going to kick it.
That's kind of a new thing to me. I haven't really.
Yeah.
It does give you less time to punt, though, because as a quarterback in shotgun position, you're not quite where a normal long snapped punt would be. So it does have the potential. I think we saw this last game with the Cougars. The other team ended up having a failure with that.
This time Ronte's in the shotgun. He takes it, and, man, he likes to keep it on the ground. He does so this time, rolling out to the right. Gets about 5 yards on the carry.
Yeah, and that was another one of those plays where there were a lot of blockers in front of him. They're trying to make that heavy push. We know that Trinity doesn't have as much weight on their roster, so to speak. And here comes Ronte to the left this time.
Oh, he makes a man slip. This time,
We lost
helmet's
a helmet
flying
on
off.
a Trinity player.
Gets it past the 50 this time, Clay.
That's going to be a 1st down.
Big 1st down and change. I can just look right now, Clay, at Tragan James. He wants to be on the offensive side right now.
Yeah. I think Coach is just making sure he's fully healed up.
Giving a good fist bump to Nick Bowen. He's a team player, man. He's told us it's been something to get used to, but he's really honored to be able to be the guy to congratulate his guys and keep them built up on the sidelines. And now that he's back
I think
on
that
defense.
was a false start. That was 58. Kendrick Mobley on the Cougars offense moved early. So that's going to make it 1st and 15. Here comes
and
Ronte.
here we go.
This time he hands it off to Kazion, who is brought down in the backfield.
Can you guess who? Number 44 for the Eagles. Gets him Nate Riddle, senior, 5'11", 175 pounds. He's been all over the field tonight, Clay.
Yeah, he's definitely their guy on defense.
And I think this has been the first time, Clay, that the Cougars offense has had to really start questioning what do we do on drives.
Well, I wouldn't say
Maybe
just yet.
not
It's
the
second,
first ever,
It's 2nd
but-
and 16. It's not a huge thing to overcome. They've done this before.
Takes a snap this time, hands it off, fakes it to Kazion, keeps it himself, runs left, and just doesn't get barely past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he gained almost back to the original line to gain, so
Well, that's what I'm telling you,
yeah,
Clay.
3rd
is
and 10.
the way that Trinity's playing defense is keeping the Cougars like
They're trying to
in-
make the Cougars run for short amounts rather than big amounts.
and we've not seen that very much.
But
as
they
of
haven't
yet.
been stopped just yet. Here's the
Hands it
handoff
off.
to Kazion.
Number 44 tries to grab his leg. He breaks free of that and plows through the middle up to, I think they may rule that,
Not
3rd and 1.
4th and 1.
4th and 1.
Yeah, they're on the 40-yard line.
4th and 2. Wow.
4th and 2.
The rest were not
We've
as
seen
kind
this
as we were.
situation just a moment ago. So let's see. What have the Cougars got
Well,
on a
they've
short
got
yardage play?
a
They're in the I
massive
formation,
lineup.
but the
Maddox
defense is
Boyette.
lining up really heavy on the line.
Maddox in the fullback spot right behind him.
And we're going to see a flag. What was that on? I think they're putting that on the Cougars. They called that a false start. I
Wow.
didn't see.
I did not see
I didn't see
movement.
any motion, but
I saw Neri.
that's what they're
moving.
saying. So that's going to make it a more difficult 4th and 7. That's also going to conclude the first quarter as the clock runs out. So the teams will have a minute to talk this over.
Beautiful, beautiful. And we're going to take a moment to thank our underwriters real quick.
Another great night of programming here on J3 Radio tonight with the Escambia Academy Cougars. This programming is made possible from donations from the following. Bub Gideon's realtor at PhD Realty. His number is 251-359-6523. Or more info at bub.phdrealty.com. Jason Pilger Chevrolet. Their office is 406 East Nashville Avenue in Atmore. The phone number is 251-368-4053. JasonPilgerChevrolet.com. Terry's Furniture and Music, located at 121 North Main Street in Atmore. The phone number is 251-368-8389. Johnson Ford. Their office is 1828 South Main Street in Atmore. Their phone number is 251-322-1027. And their website is jjohnsonford.com. Waves Car Wash, located at 611 North Main Street in Atmore. The phone number is 251-321-0192. For more info, waves-carwash.com.
And we are back. As we were gone, guys are getting ready, of course, for the flipping of the field. Makes me think of the flipping of the switch that we do on the midday show every day, right there on J3 Radio. Whistle has been blown. They are ready for the Cougars. And Clay, as we have a pretty crucial set of downs, I would say.
Yeah, 4th down and 7. The Cougars have the lead, but the Eagles have been difficult to stop on offense, so they're going to want to try to convert this. They're going to bring out everything they have.
Started the second quarter.
We've got Ronte out, 4 wide receivers, empty backfield.
Steps up into it, brings a man in motion. This time he just brings Kazion in motion, flips it up to him. Kazion breaks around the left side and gets a lot, breaking to the 30, to the 20-yard line before ran out of bounds.
Yep, that was just a classic little jet pass on that motion there.
Yep.
You got to watch out for that.
Little quick flip up to the receiver as he's running across. And Kazion will kill you if you're not careful.
Yeah, he always has that second burst of speed that we talk about. Now they're lining up 4 wide receivers again. We've got Braylon Snow here really far.
One man on him,
right.
just playing man coverage, lined up 3 on their defense on the line this time.
They're going to give another false start, but again, I didn't see it.
Man, somebody
That's
is
tough.
just flinching out there, but it must be just barely because I don't see it from up here.
So that's going to make it 1st and 15. That didn't stop the Cougars last time, though.
If you're just joining us, the Cougars are up 14-8 on the Trinity Eagles.
11 minutes, 22 seconds left in the second quarter.
And again, lined up 4 wide, Clay. Ronte steps up, takes a snap in the shotgun. He shakes off a guy in the pocket, and he launches it deep, but it's out of bounds in the end zone. Intended target was Kazion Bartholomew, and it is incomplete as it was just overshot.
Yeah, just landed a little bit out of bounds there.
You
That's
know,
going to put it back at 2nd and 15, the
They're
25-yard line.
They're trying on this homecoming night to get guys into the backfield, sneak them around the edges. But the thing that is so fun to watch is Ronte's ability to step around
He has
it.
that pocket movement.
Make them miss, man.
The elite mobile quarterbacks have,
Yes,
where they
sir.
just have that sixth sense, know when to get out of the pocket.
Yeah. Hey, it's a gift, man. And he
Here
brings it
comes
again,
another
jet sweep,
snap.
but this time he keeps it, runs right, makes a guy miss, gets up to about the 23-yard line.
Yep, that's going to be, well,
In Eagle
they actually
territory.
are putting it back across the 20, so that's going to be the 19. 3rd down and 9 here.
And as we speak, my friends, Cougars have entered the red zone. And it looks like we're going to line up a lot of guys. Another heavy set formation led by Kyler Williams to his right this time. 3 men. This time they're going down the field. They're not in blocking, but in catching. It's intended for Kyler Williams, and it is overthrown yet again. Kyler Williams intended target for Ronte on the pass. A lot of seniors out tonight, Clay, playing in this game during homecoming.
and you love to see it. A great crowd, great turnout, and hey, Trinity's bus is made.
Yeah, we heard they broke down.
Yeah, the Cougars, thank God, were able to go pick them up, and not too far away, and their bus has arrived. So praise God.
All
they
right,
can get
here's
back.
another 4th down situation. 4th and 9 this time. We are going to see the offense come out on the field.
Yes, sir. Got a man to his right this time. Takes the snap, drops back. He looks. He steps up in the pocket this time. He hits Kai Bartholomew. He breaks around. And I dare say, Clay, he's at the 2-yard line.
Yep, and that is past the chains, so that's going to be a 1st down.
And goal.
2 yards to go, and you would probably think they just kind of run it.
I tell you, I
here.
can't say what they're going to run, but I would love to see them put Maddox in that fullback slot and just send it right up the center, right up the gut. But they're not going to this time. Another heavy formation takes it. This time, Ronte's going to keep it. They're going to block for him. He's in the end zone on the right side. Cougar touchdown on this homecoming night 2025.
And what a way to respond. Again,
Hey,
facing a little adversity on that drive, facing adversity in this game, and the Cougars have just been unable to be stopped ever since they've gotten the ball.
adversity comes, they answer the bell. And just like that, with 9:29 in this first half left to go, Cougars are setting up with 20-8 in the lead, and they're going to go for 2 to see if they can't make it 22-8.
And it's Ronte who keeps it up the middle.
And there's
they're
flags
gonna,
all over
well,
this play, Clay.
They did call it complete, and now they're giving a penalty. Well, we've thought we worked out some of the penalties here, but that they had a couple of the first weeks. Now they seem to be popping back up.
Well, a lot of pressure on tonight, a lot of nerves and excitement, and I think that's happening. Let's see how Coach Nichols gets them to say, hey, guys, let's settle down. Let's keep the main thing for right now.
So that's going to move. Well, what are we seeing here? Are they doing the 2-point conversion still? Or are they going straight to kickoff? They're calling it 20-8 with no redo on the 2-point. Okay, they're calling it good. No penalty. Sorry. 22-8 is the score. Cougars leading.
Just trying to listen to it a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, to see what the refs are talking about down there.
Yeah, I wish we could get a mic down there when the refs when they're in the circle.
A lot of conversations shedding about tonight. Looks like Coach Nichols is helping Ronte with something to do with his pads. May have got messed up there on the play. They're hitting hard tonight.
Oh,
for
the
Trinity.
penalty was on Trinity
Yeah.
because now the Cougars are
They're gonna
kicking
enforce
off.
it.
They're kicking off from past the 50.
Yes, sir. They're going to enforce it right here on the kickoff, and that gives Grant Sasser, I dare say, all the cause he needs to try something fun right here. I'm starting to think of him as the magic man. And he's kicked it, just a pooch kick, and it rolls to about the 21-yard line.
But it goes out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Those are tough.
You hate to see that.
I think the thinner
thin field, yeah.
Because in a normal
I agree.
11-man football field,
That ball's still well within bounds.
you know, you've got about, 13 yards wider of a field. So this 8-man field is slightly squeezed, and therefore
right.
that makes it easier for these kicks to go out of bounds.
You're right, Clay. You're right. And as of this point, Clay, the thing about the Cougars, they move so quick and can flip the tables. Now, if you're Trinity rolling out, this is urgency mode.
Yeah, they're kind of in must-score mode because their defense hasn't been able to stop the Cougars. So here their quarterback, number 10,
All
is
alone
coming
in the
out
backfield
in
now.
4 wide receivers,
He
3
looks-
to his right.
He's reading the coverage now. He takes the snap, drops back, got a guy right on him. He steps up. He's trying to run around looking like Bo Nix back there. Hits a man. It's complete. First down, Trinity, before Ronte is helping and bringing him out of bounds.
I think that was also Braylon
And
Snow.
Braylon Snow. My bad, Braylon.
That's going to be a first down.
Coach is not too pleased with number 22, Stephen Kidd, who just
He missed the
he
sack.
missed him, man.
Yeah.
It happens, though. You got to shrug it off and get ready for the next one. Trinity now, they've moved the chains. They're just behind the 50 now. Quarterback again got a bunch formation on his right side. Receiver to his left takes a snap, immediately just dumps it off, and it's complete again for a couple of yards, Clay.
Well, he dropped the ball. Did you see that come out there?
Did he drop it?
I think they're going to call that a fumble out of bounds.
Who did he hit right there? That was number...
Not quite sure. That's a 1 yard gain, though. Second down and 9 now.
Number 13, it looked like. Maddox Sendel. Again, 4 wide, 3 men bunched up on his right. Takes a snap. It's high. He looks left this time. He launches it deep down the side. Oh, my goodness, Clay. Number 8 was the intended target deep down the field, and if it would have been accurate, he
They
was
put a
in
flag
good
on
position.
that. Even though number 15, Kayjon Bartholomew, was doing the coverage,
Kai did not touch it.
I think they're calling that pass interference.
How do
Although-
you deem that?
No, wait,
worthy?
we've picked up the flag. So, perhaps no call.
And the band section is, they're coming in. The horn section. You know what I love about the band section for the Cougars? It doesn't matter if the play's going on or not. They're just going to keep playing.
Okay, they're calling that no penalty. Yeah, I think that was the
That's a
right.
good
That
call.
was the right call. Well, actually, now they're backing
Yeah.
the Eagles up.
Oh,
Maybe the penalty
wow.
was on Trinity, perhaps offensive pass interference.
It must have been because they have marched them
yeah.
back to almost their own end zone. Back
Not
to
quite.
the 30-yard line, but it
That's
feels
going to
like
be
it,
second
Clay.
down and about 20,
Wow.
20 plus.
Well, this has changed things. Cougars got a lot of guys up toward the line to bring pressure this time. Quarterback in the 4-man wide formation, takes it, launches it deep. Broken up by Ronte Watson, intended for number 12. And Ronte just swoops in as he tossed it across the middle of the field and said, "Not today, sir."
Yeah, that was
Swatted
good
it.
coverage because their man was deeper than anyone else.
Yeah.
Had that gotten complete, he would have had a wide open field in front of him.
Their intended target was Aiden Hahn.
And Coach Nichols told us last night that he likes defending the pass. He's a big
Yeah.
defensive backs guy.
When we
So-
asked him if he was interested in a team that was going to pass it a lot more, he said he was most looking forward to it.
Yeah, he looked forward to the challenge.
And the Cougars bringing pressure again, it looks like, at least faking
Third
it.
and long. Very
Takes
long.
a snap now, alone in the pocket, steps back,
He's throwing it deep.
heaves it deep, Clay.
He's got a man open,
And
but
just
overshoots
too much
him.
mustard on that one.
That was number 1.
Number 1 for Trinity, intended target, Reed House.
So that's going to make it 4th and 20 plus.
And it's
I
hard
think we're
not to punt.
probably going to see a punt. Even if they line up in shotgun, I'm going to say it's a shotgun punt formation because
Yeah. You can't give the ball back
I mean I
to
know
the
you
Cougars
want
that
to
close.
you want to score on this drive if you're Trinity, but not in this position. Like
Yeah.
4th and 20, that's too big of a risk, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I think even Coach Kiffin would say this isn't the time. And again, the refs, Clay, they're just going to talk about it for a little bit.
Also, if you happen to be a college football fan, some interesting scores tonight. Primarily, Florida State might be on upset alert against Virginia. They are tied at 21 at halftime.
What in the world? We're going to have to talk about that on the halftime show. I was not aware that
Well,
they
I
were
saw
playing
that was
tonight.
a smaller spread than I anticipated, and
Yeah.
apparently they knew Virginia was going to put up a fight,
Well, it
despite
was-
FSU being in the top 10.
Less than a touchdown spread.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Arizona
Interesting.
State hosts TCU later tonight. In other college news,
I'm gonna
we
need
might
to
talk
get
about
some,
which high school games are being played
some
tonight
eyes on that
at
with the crew.
halftime, right?
Yeah, we're going to have to get the crew's eyes on that. And it looks like, Clay,
They're going to do a
Potentially.
shotgun punt. That's what I'm saying.
they're going to shotgun punt this
There's
thing.
no way they're going for this.
No,
And
sir,
they
he
go
is
for
going to
it.
do it. He is heaving it deep. It's up in the air and
it's
just in and out of the
incomplete.
hands of number 1, Reed House. But Clay, gotta admire the guts, the gumption out of Coach
Well,
on that
that's
one.
going to give the Cougars the ball in great field position,
Coach
though.
Mike Adams said, you know what, guys? We got to
Going for
get
it
in
on
it.
4th down is all or nothing, and
It may be nothing.
they got the nothing. But the Cougars got the all.
Yeah, take the under on that.
So now that the Cougars are going to set up shop on the opposing 31.
Wow.
This has been a great game so far. But you got to be worried if you're the Eagles that the Cougars might be able to punch the score up another notch here. And it's going to be hard to come back from that.
This is a really interesting spot in the game now, Clay, where it started out so tight and physical, but this is putting the Cougars in a spot that if they can capitalize, and Ronte's alone in the pocket back here, dumps it off to Kai, right, just a quick lateral pass, and Kai
And he
breaks
just
free.
jukes a couple
20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Cougars. Kai Bartholomew.
Oh, he juked 2 guys on that play. It was
broke
just a
their
simple,
knees, my friend.
a simple, throw, just a short catch, and
Yeah.
then he took off.
That's what Florida's been hoping to do for the past 4 years now, and it ain't worked, but it worked for the Cougars tonight.
And that's going to make it 28-8 prior to any potential conversion attempts here.
6 minutes and 50 seconds to go, Clay, before the half.
Looks like we're going to see the offense come out and attempt yet another 2-point conversion.
Oh,
They're
man.
trying to put the pressure on the Eagles.
Homecoming down south just means more.
And Ronte is empty backfield, 3 wide receivers.
And he steps up. He's ready to take the snap. He brings Kai into motion. This time he's keeping it. He's rolling out left. He's looking to pass it this time, and he does so.
And it is caught by Cameron Perkins. They're going to call that
It's no good.
no good. I thought, yeah,
It
that's
is
good. That's
good.
good. Yeah, that's good. Well,
Well, there was so much
it
the
was-
Cougars
it was a lot
looked
to
disappointed,
see.
did they not?
30-8 is the score,
Wow.
and that's just incredible. Putting up 30 unanswered points after going down to start. And if you're the Eagles, we talk about the position of the other team a lot. This is kind of must-score situation for them because the Cougars get the ball at halftime. So they need to get on the board again.
I can
But
tell you.
likewise, the Cougars, if they want to crush any momentum of Trinity here,
If
they
the-
are going to go for an all-out defensive stop.
If the Cougars are so blessed to win this game, Clay, then one of the moments that we're going to have to talk to Coach about has got to be after they're down 8-0, they go down, they score, and then Coach makes the call, we're going to onside kick it, gets it, and then completely reestablishes the momentum for the game to go up. And like you said, they've scored 30 unanswered in this ball game tonight.
And here comes the kick.
Grant Sasser, the man to do it. And he awaits the signal. He gets it. And he's done it again.
It's another short kick, this time recovered by number 34 on
Josh
Trinity.
Riddle for Trinity,
Must be
senior.
the other Riddle's brother.
Yeah, there's 2 Riddle brothers, Josh and Nate Riddle. Are there any more? There is not.
Okay, so Trinity is going to set up shop just across the 50, 49-yard line, 1st and 10. And again, this is must-score situation for them.
They got pretty good field position on it, though, Clay. Just past the 50, like you said.
Yeah.
This time they're kind of back in the formations they started with to have so much success. They brought them in
And
motion.
we're going to see a false start. It seems
Yep.
like the referees are really sensitive about those false starts tonight. We've seen a lot of those.
Their quarterback, William Dooley, number 10 for the Eagles, has been quick to pass it tonight and pretty accurate with his balls. The deeper balls have been where the trouble has set in for them as they've been a little bit far shot.
Oh,
But
they
with that
put
flag
that
now-
on Cougars.
Man.
Apparently that was an offsides.
Brings
So
the man in motion again. This time he hands it off to number 4. This is like their first.
that was their first run. Short gain, but
He
good
did so with
nonetheless. It's going to be about a 2nd down and 1.
Yes, sir. And the ball currently being marked at about the 40-yard line, just underneath it. And we're going to take this moment and go to an ID.
This is WGYJ LP 93.5 Atmore, Alabama.
We're back. William Dooley and the Eagles coming to the line for Trinity. This time he's in the shotgun again. 3 wideouts, brings number 12 in motion like they started the game. Takes the snap, drops back. He's rolling right. He sees nothing. He breaks left to try to evade number 22 again. This time he launches it deep and an arrow to number 1. First down at
But
the
he
20.
was just tripped up by Braylon Snow
And
below
thank
him.
God for Braylon. Dude,
Well,
he
number
Patrick
10.
Mahomes, that thing.
He just knows how to keep a play alive.
He
was
threw it.
under so much pressure in the pocket.
And yet again, evaded number 22 on the play, Stephen Kidd. But I'll tell you what, Braylon Snow, we talked to him about this late last night. Braylon is a major team player, both with big hits, but like right there, that was a touchdown play, Clay. Braylon made sure he made just an effective tackle to say, you're not going to get any more than this.
Yeah, and that's going to put the Eagles inside the 20 scoring position here.
Another shotgun formation. William Dooley takes it this time, steps back. He's looking. A lot of pressure. Tragan James.
And it is
breaks
intercepted.
The Atmore missile has been fired. Nick Bowen's going. He gets to hit a man as he hits the quarterback at just about midfield. Go Cougars.
Yep, he didn't get quarterback didn't get to put up enough heat on that ball. Threw it up kind of light.
Look at Tragan James and Coach Nichols doing a little chest bump in midair.
And there he does it with Nick too.
Oh, man. Oh, man. And just like that, the Eagles get a little bit of momentum. Cougars say,
They just
not
took
so
it right
fast, my
back.
friend.
And that's the kind of play you've probably been hoping for all night if you're Coach Nichols. Interception.
Coach Nichols having a moment with 22 just to say, hey, man, throw the guy down.
Yeah.
Throw the guy down. And we're going to see Cougar offense come out with a commanding lead right now, Clay.
Could this potentially be the killing blow?
4 minutes
put it
58
bluntly?
before half. Cougars up 30-8. Setting up shop just behind midfield, about the 49-yard line. Here we go. Ronte gets the play from Coach Boykin. He runs out there. We got
a
tight
flag.
formation.
I think they might have called that delay.
Yep, I think it is. And they're going to walk them back, unfortunately.
It was important to get this play right, so they
Yeah.
had to talk it over for a bit.
Big momentum. Coach is not happy about it. And Nick Bowen, after he was congratulated by his parents over there, he gets back to join the team. He and
That was
Tragan,
a
man,
great
that's
play.
a deadly combo, my friend.
And we've got motion into a bunch formation.
Sweeps him out. Ronte takes it this time. He steps up after he
Wow.
evades 2 guys in the backfield. And he's rolling. He's breaking free of the 40, the
He might
30,
be
the
gone.
20, the 15. He's running laterally now to the other side. Shoots a man! Boom! 10-yard line. He just redirects at his will.
Yep, just
Whatever he's
just
letting it
short
do,
of
man.
the goal. 10-yard
Won't
line.
stop him. It's gifted, dude.
Well, did you see 2 defenders nearly sacked him? And
Gets a word from the Lord on that one and says,
yeah,
I'm going
he
the
just
other
went
way.
between them. Now they're calling a flag.
Man.
Looks like we might see all that come back. That's
Ah.
unfortunate. We've had a lot of plays called back, but we've had a lot of plays not called back, so I guess it evens out.
Yeah. Dude, I just want to tell you, Nick Bowen, he was looking for somebody to run over as he was coming down toward midfield.
Yeah, well, as a defensive player, he doesn't get to hit people while carrying the ball often, so he
it's
wanted
usually
to-
the other way around. And as we set up shop,
They're going to make it 1st and 20. That's pretty brutal.
setting up at just about the 45-yard line back in Cougar territory now. Clock is ticking, Clay. 4 minutes to go before half.
Yep.
Ronte
And,
steps up. He
here
brings
comes
the man in motion. This time he flips it off. It's just bobbled, but he keeps on it. That's number 11, Cameron Perkins, and just makes a man pay for it.
And we got
Clay.
another flag.
I'm not sure what it was, but Cam Perkins just made number 12 pay for it.
Well,
Knocked his jersey out of place, knocked his helmet strap loose, everything else.
we calling that roughness or what are we
I'm
seeing?
not sure how you
Penalty.
can say. And it's on the
They're saying-
Cougars.
Yep. Well, you hate to lose the offensive momentum. Well, now they're spotting the ball forward, so maybe no penalty. It's like they waved that off.
Taking away from the 39.
Referees are having a busy night tonight.
That they are. They're keeping their pen and
There's
pad busy.
DeAndre Hayes, number 4, running off the field. Looks like he had an equipment issue.
And
They're calling timeout.
Timeout. We're going to take a word to tell you about the greatest thing going on the Gulf Coast, and this one's worth hearing about.
Ball right here on J3 Radio, WGYJ 93.5 FM in Atmore. Hey, for more information about what we do on J3 Radio and at the Journey Network, check us out at journeynetwork.live. You can also download the J3 Radio app, or you can watch us 24/7 on the Journey Network, Mediacom Cable, Channel 6 in Atmore, Channel 86 in Mobile, and Channel 6 in Bruton. Visit our streaming channels on the following platforms. Just type in the search Journey Network on Roku, Apple TV, or Amazon Fire.
We switched
Here we are, my friend. We're back, and I tell you what, man, the Journey Network, if you're looking for encouragement, that's the place to be setting yourself up on. That's not a call to action because we own the network. So the Lord's doing just incredible things through it. And this is one of them. Being able to bring community broadcasting like this is such a blessing. Atmore hasn't had a local radio station like this, Clay, in 30-plus years.
Wow.
Isn't that something? What a blessing we can be in the spot to play a part in that. And as we set up shop now, Cougars just past the 50.
Second down and 9.
They got the big man, Captain Maddox Boyette, lined up at the right tackle formation. Monte steps up. He takes it again, just a lateral. Oh, my goodness. Casey on dumps it off to Braylon Snow. It's caught at the 10, the 5. He rolls over into the end zone. It's a touchdown, Cougars. Give me some on that.
There's a flag again.
Coach Nichols nearly lost his headset on it.
Why are we getting so many flags? Oh, man.
Tragan
that
James
flag
still
was near
got his
the end
arms
zone.
up.
That flag was near the end zone. What are they saying?
What are they saying, refs? Come on, refs. The refs didn't get the memo that it's homecoming.
Well,
oh, man. What a beautiful play, Clay. That was a
well designed.
beauty. Just quick lateral out. Kai launches it deep. Nobody was expecting Braylon to be down there. And, dude, beautiful.
Good execution.
Yeah.
We'll see if there was a slight flaw there in terms of landing a penalty or if that was on the other team.
Well, I don't care whatever it was. I'll tell you one thing that stood out. Braylon, we were talking about this on his defensive performance on the other side of the ball. He looked that ball in. His first priority was, I'm going to get the team set up in good position before I turn around and go. And that's admirable. Because the opposite side of that is you may just miss it completely, and that play's gone.
Yeah.
So, really admire that.
The referees are still discussing it. Seems like the coaches on Trinity are a little upset with how this play turned out, maybe. But they haven't moved the ball Currently,
That
it's
they have.
spotted at the goal line,
Yeah.
potentially for a conversion play or whatever.
It's tough to say what they're going to do with it, Clay. I think they're going to keep it down here, though. It's not going to be a touchdown. It's going to be ruled at.
Well,
What
I'm not quite
looks-
sure about that either.
They're setting the
They're
ball up
putting
at
it-
the.
I think this is going to be the 2-point attempt spot.
I wish we had mics for these refs. We could tell you a little quicker what they're saying down there.
Well, even the big league refs don't have mics all the time. They got to talk things out privately.
They're just little whispers. That's what
You
they
know,
talk.
sometimes maybe if you're an Auburn fan this week, you might think in the
Yeah.
bigger football leagues that the referees have some kind of conspiracy
If you're an
because
Auburn fan, you might be
it
thinking a lot
does
of
seem
things.
like sometimes calls don't go
Yeah.
your way.
I think
But
Auburn fans have a lot of things on their mind right now. Big game for Auburn, though, as they travel to Texas A&M tomorrow.
I'm excited for that one, even though it might not be the headline game in a week
Yeah.
full of great games. That's an underrated one.
I think it's going to be fun. We both got a different pick on that game, so it's going to be cool to see who pulls it out. And yet again, we await. So we're going to take this time and tell you about some of the scores going on around the wide world of sports, which those are coming in for halftime, I'm being told. But I will tell
But
you
we can
this.
tell you about last week, or did we talk about that?
We
Yeah,
can tell
did.
you again. We got people just tuning in now.
Well, we can tell you about the games this week. That was right.
Yeah.
So this week, Coosa Valley travels to Cornerstone. These are other games in the 8-man league.
Yeah.
Trinity is at Escambia, of course. Springwood travels to
I'm
Evangel.
excited about that one.
Southern Prep plays Heritage. And then Snook goes to Macon East. That's a tough game for Snook.
Now, Snook, I'm interested to see how Snook performs there because Snook, as we were just talking at the earlier part of the broadcast, they've made a lot of improvement.
We've
over
talked
the year.
about Macon East as being one of the best teams in the league. So
Many are
it's
saying
definitely
they're the
going to be
best.
a good benchmark to see how good Snook has gotten since their first game.
Yeah. And we still wait, Clay.
What could this possibly be?
We sit here and we
Well,
wait.
I think the problem is if they do rule it a Cougar score here, it's going to be a very difficult situation for Trinity. And the coaches didn't look happy with that call. They may have thought that that was a forward pass to Kai before he threw it to Braylon.
There's a saying in the military. It's called hurry up and wait. And that's what we're doing right now.
Yep.
And it looks like we may have a little movement now. Little movement here. Come on, folks.
All right, we got the whistle.
Here we go.
We're going
And
for a
they're gonna
two-point
uphold it.
conversion.
Yep.
So it is a touchdown.
And this will be to make it 38-8 with 3:09 before the half. Ronte now under the center, hands it off to big man.
And it's a fumble,
Picked
which is
up.
recovered by the other team.
It was intended
they're
to go
gonna
for
blow it dead.
Maddox. Just missed it, and they blew it dead.
For the 10th fails, but makes a score. The Cougars 36.
Yeah.
Eagles 8.
Not sure why they blew it dead there.
Yeah, it's going to be 36-8 with the Cougars having a commanding lead right now. We've seen this situation a lot.
Well,
Even
this
though
hasn't been the first time.
Trinity was putting up a big fight to start with, the game ends up in a similar situation to the ones we've seen so far, in terms of it's on the verge of being a blowout.
Yeah, I
Now,
mean,
that's not to say we have seen
No.
Trinity come back against some teams.
they've done that. They've done that. But I will say now is the time to do it.
Yeah.
Now is the time. Again, like you said, Clay, Cougars get the ball at half. I mean, a lot riding on the necessity here to make sure you go out there and you establish yourself.
And they're going to be kicking from pretty deep backwards now this time. Maybe that was what the penalty was on, because they're lining up the Cougars to kick potentially from their own 15. So that's likely
in
going
the
to give
world?
Trinity pretty great field position.
What kind of position is this? We're not getting much insight on what the
we don't know
penalties
what
are.
goes through the minds of these referees. We just know that they are doing their job.
Kind of, as Josh Pate would say, that's drug. That's drug.
All right, here comes Grant Sasser,
That's drugs.
lined up, kicking from deep.
And he does so.
Another short kick. I
What?
think this is another onside kick.
Oh my gosh, Clay.
And the ball didn't go 10 yards, so it's going to be
I'll
recovered
tell you who did
by
go 10
Trinity.
yards. That was the Trinity player that Nick Bowen sent spinning in midair.
Yeah, that might have been a penalty.
He just
Really hard to say.
he flipped spin number
Another
2
flag.
in the middle
We've
of
seen
the
so
sky.
many flags in this first half, unfortunately.
Oh man.
The bad part about being pushed
seeing
back with
stars.
that kick is Trinity's going to get the ball in
Yeah,
great field
this
position
is bad. For,
inside the 20.
This is not where you want to be, Clay. But you know what? That's no hill for a climber.
So we're going to see the Cougar defense backed up, potentially trying to stop a score and stop what could be the beginning stages of a comeback from forming here.
Tragan James is going to stay on the sideline, Clay.
Well, maybe they've got a
Nope.
lead.
They
No,
say,
here he
come on
comes.
in here, Tragan. We need you. He and Nick Bowen and Maddox Boyette, they're sending
all
out the
coming back out.
package. All 3 captains on the field now. And we got a flag. Whoo. What in the world?
Some people
Clean
are
it up,
just,
folks.
They want to get to halftime, and then
And
the
then they
referees
say,
are like,
nope.
we need
We've
to
been on
enforce,
3 minutes
we
and
need to
9
enforce
seconds
several more penalties.
for the past 10 minutes.
Well, refereeing is a difficult job,
There-
especially
yeah.
in these smaller leagues,
And not to mention, Clay, 8-man football is new to the state of Alabama a little bit for a lot of these guys. So
Yeah.
kind of getting used to some things.
Okay. Based on the penalty, referees are looking at the ball position, but they're not moving it. They're talking about it.
They are good, faithful scientists. They're looking at it, but they're not
Okay,
touching
they are
it.
moving it forward, closer to the end zone for Trinity. They're going to get the ball in just about the best possible field position, now
Yeah.
inside the 10-yard line.
If you don't score off of this, it ain't happening. It don't seem likely. We're going to stand up for this.
Well, I can't quite see if I sit down at this
Leaning
angle.
out the window on this.
This is good.
Folks,
All right.
there's a breeze.
All right.
Praise God for the breeze.
Big crowd tonight.
Big crowd, homecoming 2025, right here, home of the Cougars, J3 Radio. And
Here
we
comes
wait.
the Eagles on offense.
Yep. William Dooley, number 10, quarterback. I tell you what,
All right, here's the ball.
takes it. This time, fake handoff, Kit. He drops it. That's a good thing for the Cougars. As he
Yep.
hit the ground, ball
That
came
was
out.
intended for number 2. But it's still going to be second down and goal.
I tell you, man, we got to get the memo to the crowds out here to get into it when the teams are this close to the red zone. Don't make the rocks cry out now.
Second down.
And here we go. Here we go. This is a heavy formation, Clay.
Yeah,
Number
they're gonna
44
run it.
takes a snap. This time, he just flies across the center with many blockers, and that's going to bring him up to set up shop.
And inside the 5, maybe.
Yeah.
This is going to be a real goal line
It's
situation.
right up on it now. It's third down.
Third down and 4 yards to go. Goal line.
This is always a tough place to be, though, if you're an offense, you know?
It's harder to pass
Isn't it?
this close to the end
Yes.
zone. But they're lining up heavy, so they're probably going to run it again. 44 is at quarterback. And he goes up the middle,
And
taken down.
he didn't get into. I see 22 coming away with the
Oh.
ball, Clay.
Stephen Kidd.
What is it? Is it nothing?
Well, The referee, as usual, must discuss it. And it looks like they're not going to rule that as a turnover. So it's going to be fourth and goal from
right up
the
there.
2.
What are you dialing up, Clay, if you're an offense right here? This is a tough
Well,
place
it's hard
be.
to say against this Cougar defense because they'll stop you no matter what you do, but maybe a little toss pass is what I would go with. Looks like they're going to go with the up the middle run, 44 at quarterback. He's taking it, and he's got the angle.
And did he break the
But
plane?
He did.
He broke it. It's a touchdown, Eagles. And that's going to bring them up. This is their first score since their first drive, 1:26 before the half. Cougars now leading this game 36
To 14
to 14.
with a potential conversion.
And they're going to line up to go for it. It's going to be interesting. Going to be interesting.
All right, they're lining up in a similar situation with 44 at quarterback. He fumbles the snap, and then he is just brought down.
And he just
manages to
tosses it out
throw
to
it.
number 1.
He manages to throw
Who
it.
somehow circles around it. If he broke the plane, we're not sure yet. Looks
They're
like
calling that
no.
incomplete, it looks like.
Wow.
That is no good.
Number 44 is an all-around athlete, though, isn't he,
Yeah.
Clay?
Now he's playing a bit of wildcat quarterback for them in a really heavy package.
Yeah.
Takes the touchdown,
Wow.
but does not get the 2 points, so it is going to stay 36 to 14.
You got to admire
Just
the effort.
over a minute and a half.
To stay up, though, you know, and to make something out of what seems like nothing. And 1:26 before the half, the Cougars will set up, presumably, to get the ball. And that'll be what we see before half. Cougars will get one more opportunity to score before they get the ball yet again at halftime, Clay.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be tricky still, even despite the score just now, for Trinity to come back because 36 to 14, that's a 22-point lead currently for the Cougars. So a 3-possession game, if you're thinking of it in those terms. And that's with the Cougars getting the ball here. They'd have to score quick, but they have the potential. And then even if they don't, they would get the kickoff in the second half. So Trinity's going to have to be good on defense here if they want to get back in this game too.
Absolutely. And Clay, coaches are
It was recovered.
calling over somebody to attend to
Who is that?
Kai Bartholomew.
Oh, no. Where is he?
He's on the bench here. Something
Uh-oh.
going on here.
He doesn't look to be in too much pain, but it is interesting.
Just getting him some water.
Yeah.
May have had a
Gatorade.
cramp.
So the Cougars recovered the onside kick attempt. That was Maddox Boyette with the recovery, number 77. And now Cougars are going to set up shop first down at the 50-yard line.
And,
You think they can score quick enough here?
well, I
We
think I
found
wouldn't
that
put it.
the clock runs pretty fast in these late half
The
situations.
Cougars can score in one play.
Well, it's true.
So-
it's true.
I wouldn't put it past them. We're going to see what
Here
they
comes
dial up.
Ronte to the right.
Rolls it out right. This time he's got spread. He's got blockers. This time he breaks through. And if it weren't for somebody just getting a trip up on him, he gets down to the 30-yard line and could have went for a lot more.
Yep, and the Cougars are trying to line up quickly.
Yep, they're back to the turbo offense
Clock
now.
is running at 1:10. Yeah, Kai is still on the sidelines. He's probably done for the half.
Yeah. Looks like they're just trying to get him hydrated. May have been some cramps.
Yeah.
He's impressive,
All right,
though, man.
Cougars are talking it over.
52
Clock
and
is still
counting,
going.
Clay.
They're probably going to have
Hey.
a couple more plays.
Number 1, Tragan James is in at running back now,
Oh,
Clay.
they brought him in.
And
We're going to see a
3
snap.
wide takes it. This time he hands it off to Tragan. Tragan's around the left side. He makes a man miss. And it may have been a face mask
Yep, we got a face mask.
as he got to the 25.
I think they're going to stop the clock for that penalty, too.
31
after
seconds.
a 10-yard gain and then a face mask.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
I saw
Tragan,
it.
he tried to break the tackle, but face mask can't really
Yes,
go
sir.
anywhere with that.
You're not doing much on that.
But that's going to ultimately benefit the Cougars, assuming they call that penalty, because that'll move them ever closer to scoring with now 31 seconds left in the first half.
And what do we got here? What do we got here?
All right, they're moving the ball forward.
Yep.
Yep, face
Face
mask
mask.
on the defense. That's going to put it around the 10-yard line for the Cougars. Now 31 seconds in the half. So they've got to be quick still. Now the clock is moving.
Yep, back now, 29
They might only
and
have
counting.
one play.
Takes a snap as he steps up to it, hits Braylon,
And
but it's just
incomplete, which is going to stop the clock at 22 seconds.
bounces off of Braylon Snow's hands. Right there. And we now find ourselves in a situation.
Well, we've seen with how the clock is running, the Cougars might have a timeout. I'm not sure. But if they don't, one tackle inbounds would be enough to run the clock out for the half. So they need to be careful if they are going to try to score here, that they need to be tackled out of
time,
bounds.
Ronte
not at
takes
all.
the snap
It's
up
back
from
to
center.
Tragan,
Tragan's
who throws
going to
it.
roll out the pass, sends it to Braylon again, but their player, number 1, got a hand on it to swat it away.
Yep,
And,
incomplete.
It's not going to be
15
good.
seconds left in the half. Now 3rd and 10 from just behind the 10-yard line. Just a moments left in the first half here. Cougars lead 36-14 over Trinity, the Eagles.
Yeah, it's good looking here. As you got 15 seconds to go.
Here comes.
You're nowhere past the point
snap.
of being able to do it. Takes the snap now, and
It's to Tragan in the end zone.
Tragan in the end zone.
And it's, well, their players are saying it was
Yeah.
caught, but the referees are saying no good, and there's a penalty.
And there goes our good friend Elliot Faircloth, who sometimes joins us on Under the Lights on Thursday nights. It's always fun when he's with us.
Well, the referees have to have one more discussion before the end of the half.
I tell you, the refs, they know each other well. They've had a lot of discussions, a lot of in-depth conversation, and a lot of communion with each other. Sometimes you got to talk it over, and they certainly
So
have.
the referees are moving the ball backwards.
I've seen the ball move.
So that penalty was on the Cougars.
Yes, sir.
It's hard for us to figure out exactly what they are with these headphones on. But
Well, I was thinking a minute ago, it was easy to call the face mask because we saw it.
yeah.
So it was easier to say what happened there.
Okay, 8 seconds. 3rd and
Yeah.
long. Final play of the half.
What are you dialing up here? They got a heavy formation to Ronte's right. He's rolling right. He's looking. He just lobs it up deep.
And it's to no one.
No one.
But that may give us time for one more
Yep.
play. Maybe.
The clock's going to stop
And
with
another
about
flag.
3 seconds.
Oh, man.
Oh, my
That's
goodness.
disappointing.
Coach Nichols, I can tell you something, Clay.
Flags are not.
He's not
yeah,
happy
he's not
about
gonna
this.
want
He's
that.
looking right now, and I can tell you the halftime speech is going to be about, let's clean this up. Let's clean it up. Ooh.
Okay, they're moving it back.
In the world.
Moving it back towards the end zone. That penalty was on the Eagles.
Trading blows. Trading blows. Here we go. Here we go.
Okay, the real final play of the half. For the first time of the season, the Cougars are going to be attempting a field goal.
Hey, we
So we're gonna
asked
see
Grant
Grant
last night,
Sasser.
was he concerned to kick it from anywhere? He said
Here
no,
he
sir.
goes, and
This time,
it's wide to the right.
yep, gonna go right, and that's gonna be halftime. Homecoming now as we go to halftime for the halftime show.
36-14, Cougars lead.
36-14.
It is wonderful to be live for halftime tonight. Tonight's halftime programming is made possible by a generous contribution from the following. The Warehouse Market and Bakery, located at 5080 Jack Springs Road, and the phone number is 251-368-3635. For more info, thewarehousemarketandbakery.com. Jason Pilger Chevrolet. Their office is 406 East Nashville Avenue in Atmore. The phone number is 251-368-4053. And JasonPilgerChevrolet.com. Flowers on 5th. They're located at 102 5th Avenue. Their number is 251-253-9463. And Flowers on 5th on Facebook. Tonight's halftime programming is going to be fun. Don't go anywhere. We're going to go to a quick song, and we'll be right back to bring you scores and everything else going on around here. Don't miss it.
Are they about to do something at midfield where we were going to go?
FM in Atmore. Hey, for more information about what we do on J3 Radio and at the Journey Network, check us out at journeynetwork.live. You can also download the J3 Radio app, or you can watch us 24/7 on the Journey Network, Mediacom Cable, Channel 6 in Atmore, Channel 86 in Mobile, and Channel 6 in Bruton. Visit our streaming channels on the following platforms. Just type in the search Journey Network on Roku, Apple TV, or Amazon Fire.
Game 2. Hey, as we were going, Clay, we were looking at some scores. Why don't you tell us what's going on in the college world? Because I think people want an update on this. It's a Friday night.
We had a bit of a shootout going.
I don't think people expected it.
In Virginia, Florida State and Virginia tied at 28 late in the third quarter.
What do you make of that, Clay?
Well,
West Virginia, first of all. What's their...
Virginia is 3-1. I think they lost to NC State. They haven't really played anyone great other than that. But as a Bama fan, I was kind of hoping FSU would be really good. So that way the loss to Florida State earlier in the season wouldn't look as bad. But make of that what you will.
Well, I think a lot of people were very confident, including myself, that Florida State was, darn near invincible for a little bit there. And this just shows you the everyday possibility of college football.
Yeah. Anything can happen. Upset alert any day of the week, just about.
Well, when I was just getting to catch some late studies on a couple of games. Florida State was not a game that we talked about that much this week during Gridiron or even last night when we were giving our final predictions. That game was less than a touchdown spread coming into tonight, Clay, and I saw that this afternoon and thought, what?
Well, those folks in Vegas that put the lines on the games, they tend to know more about it than most people.
Well, they tell you not to bet against Vegas.
Well, yeah.
The house always wins.
And then just another game tonight is TCU versus Arizona State. Some late night action in the Big 12 in college. TCU currently holds a 7-0 lead in the first quarter.
Wow. Now, we were talking about that on the way over. Two of the better teams of the Big 12 going off. Still tough to say if they're the two of the best.
I find it a little hard to figure out who the top-tier teams in the Big 12 are. In my mind, there's about 9 of them, but we might have this discussion on Gridiron. Yes.
Well, I think we're going to have to, just because it's like, who is at this point? But other than that, folks, I'm wrapping my brain a little bit around this Florida State score because it really is interesting.
We'll see how it turns out. I mean, with how long this game is going, we're going to probably know the results of Florida State by the end.
Well, that's a possibility. In other news,
do we have any high school scores?
We're working on getting you some of those, but just so you know, Coosa Valley currently is playing at Cornerstone. Trinity is playing, of course, Scambia. Springwood's playing at Evangel. Southern Prep at Heritage. And Snook at Macon East.
And some great matchups tonight. Again, nothing really as far as updates on anything, but we're working to get them for you. You know, high school, they don't update those quite as often as we might like, but we do our very best to get them to you as soon as we do receive them. And the team is always hard at work to find them for you. Clay, what are you making of this game thus far during the halftime show as we're getting ready to come back for a second half of play?
Well, it looks to me like the Cougars were able to put up a commanding lead, scoring 36 unanswered. You know, they had a deficit at the beginning, 8-0. And then now, right before half, the Eagles scored one touchdown, so now it's 36-14. I think that's still a solid lead. Cougars get the ball at half, but it's not beyond a comeback. And we've seen before, we talked about Trinity is a team that can come back on you. They've got a passing offense, and we know those can become explosive if they start hitting. So,
well,
I think it's crucial, again, for the Cougars to score on the first drive of the second half in order to set the tone and make sure the lead stays big.
If you're so blessed, Clay, you know, if you're so blessed to be able to come in and your Trinity, obviously you're looking to stop them and change momentum around. The Cougars don't get stopped a lot. They've only punted, I think, once this season.
I don't think they
if at all.
That was their first field goal attempt right before half.
So
then I don't think we've seen a punt from the Cougars.
Yeah. So if you're Trinity, you keep trying to drive that bend but don't break and get a stop, and then, you know, you might be in a spot where you can do some things. But if not, I think this is really tough. They're over there talking about it. Coach is intense in his speech over there. The Trinity folks did not go to their locker room for this game. They elected to stay in the end zone as the homecoming festivities are underway. Here is a quick update for you.
Ooh.
Cornerstone currently leading Coosa Valley 40-22.
That's a pretty close game.
And Macon East currently dominating Snook 47-6.
Macon East is definitely one of the best teams.
Wow. So those are the only two.
Are those final or are those ongoing?
Those are both ongoing. Probably a lot closer to being over with than ours.
Yeah, this has been a bit of a long game. The referees have had a lot of discussions, and we've had discussions about those discussions.
Yep.
Whoa.
And as the homecoming festivities continue to go, we are more than proud to be able to bring this game to you as, again, the EA Cougars are taking on Trinity Eagles tonight. And this has been a game we've long awaited and is here. And it's excited to see the Cougars undefeated, playoff bound. This game, obviously, a lot of people are watching for how the Cougars are going to perform now that the season is over the halfway hump. I just want to remind you again, tonight's halftime programming is possible by a generous contribution from the following. The Warehouse Market and Bakery, located at 5080 Jack Springs Road, and the phone number is 251-368-3635. For more info, thewarehousemarketandbakery.com. Jason Pilger Chevrolet. Their office is 406 East Nashville Avenue in Atmore. The phone number is 251-368-4053 and jasonpilgerchevrolet.com. Flowers on 5th. They're located at 102 5th Avenue. Their phone number is 251-253-9463. And Flowers on 5th on Facebook.
And we are back. JonChristian had to step away for just a moment to get us some water to drink. So we have about 1 minute left before the second half kickoff. And I've got to say, I'm excited because we saw a lot of trick plays out of the Cougars in the first half. And those are some of my favorite kind of plays, especially when they're not built on so much as of a gimmick, but sound football. For example, in the first half, we had that backwards pass to Kai by Ronte, number 3, the quarterback. And then Kazion, he threw it downfield to, I believe it was Braylon Snow, who, you know, was open considering the circumstances of who expects a double pass like that. And then I think we had a similar situation talking about that with Tragan. And near the end of the half, Coach, of course, put him back on offense. He was mainly going to play defense today. But right before half, I guess they felt the need to be able to bring him back to make things more versatile. And while they didn't score on the final drive, we did see another attempt at a double pass kind of play like that. And that's what you get in this offense that Coach Richard Boykin, the offensive coordinator, he brings in these kind of plays that are simply astounding to see. And then you've got other plays that he brings in that I'm fascinated with, like how he seems to shift his offensive linemen around at every formation. You never know if he's going to have 3, 5, or 6 out there. And I'm impressed because it's worked well for the Cougars, who have a 36-14 lead. As we begin to kick off the second half, Trinity, the Eagles, have come out to kick. I believe it's number 12 kicking for them. Yes. And then here comes the kick. It's a long kick received by Braylon Snow, who takes it down the sidelines to the 50-yard line.
I've returned.
Well, I'm glad you're back. You didn't get me a drink?
They were not.
Well, I'm a little disappointed.
They were not sharing.
Okay. Well,
I had somebody with me, and then I lost them for you. We're getting that sorted out.
well, the Cougars now have the ball past the 50-yard line with the return by Braylon Snow. And as we discussed, it's going to be crucial for them to score on this first drive of the second half. Here's Ronte with the snap.
Hands it off. Number 11, dude, he is breaking free. He has done so. Stutter steps at the edge of the field, breaks back in to get a couple extra. That's Cameron Perkins, Clay, all the way down to the 20-yard line.
He's another one of those players you never know quite where he's going to line up on offense.
You never know. You never know.
A versatile player. We have a lot of those on the Cougars.
And now as Ronte's coming back up, got a lot of guys lined up on the line. 4 O-linemen this time as he takes the snap under the shotgun. In the shotgun, looks, he's reading the field this time. It's a beautiful extension
ball.
pass.
Wow. Caught by Braylon Snow, number 5.
Beautiful extension catch by Braylon.
And that's going to be
first and
inside the 5-yard line?
Yes, sir. He is an all-around stud of a player.
Yeah. I mean, again, there's so many athletes on this team. You never know what you're going to see. And here's Ronte with the pass on the goal line. It looks like it's going to be just short. It was complete to Braylon again, but for no yardage. He was tackled as soon as he caught it. So
And
we're going to be lining up around the 3-yard line again.
Clock already moving significantly more this time. The Cougars taking their time. This time
And
it
this
is
was
picked off.
intercepted by number 2 on the
Intended it for
defense.
Kyler Williams. 2 is moving.
Cameron Perkins caught him and made the tackle around the 50, and that's got to be a big momentum change for Trinity. That was number 2, Anderson England, like the country, was the name of the defender with the interception.
Like the country.
Well, Ronte hasn't thrown many interceptions this season.
Yeah, that was, I think, its second.
A rare mistake, second or third maybe. But that is difficult because the Cougars were about to put up a score to give it a huge lead again. And now, well, with a 22-point lead, up 36-14, that's not, as we talked about, that's possible to come back from.
And now
here's
number
Trinity
10
with another pass.
passes it to number 12, and it is broken up by quarterback, or in this case, cornerback, Ronte Watson. You often hear cornerbacks tell the coaches they want to play a little wide receiver. Never do you hear them say they want to play some quarterback. But in his case, they do. He does.
Yep.
And he
Probably
brings the
line
man
up
in
for
motion.
another pass here.
Takes back in the shotgun. This time it is a
His deep
dart
throw.
to number 1. It's
Oh,
caught at
wow.
the 15 or the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. And the only man back there with him was Kazion Bartholomew, who didn't have enough of a closeness to him to be able to catch it, and that's going
Wow.
to be Trinity touchdown.
Well, that's exactly what you didn't want to see if you're the Cougars to start the second half.
Well, now it's
only a 2-score game.
with 9:33 to go in the third quarter.
This is definitely still a ball game.
Well, what did we talk about, Clay? We said the thing that if you're Trinity, you want to do, you've got to come into the game and you want to get a stop, which is rare to see with the Cougars. And then you need to score.
And this
now
is
they've done
the
it.
most points the Cougars have allowed all
And
season.
they're going to go for 2 as number 44 takes it in a heavy formation, plunges
And
up.
they did get it. So it's going to be 36-22, a 14-point lead for the Cougars. Now the pressure is on Ronte Watson and the Cougar offense to bounce
Heat
back.
is on. All right, we're going to be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Another great night of programming here on J3 Radio tonight with the Escambia Academy Cougars. This programming is made possible from donations from the following. Bub Gideon's realtor at PhD Realty. His number is 251-359-6523. Or more info at bub.phdrealty.com. Jason Pilger Chevrolet. Their office is 406 East Nashville Avenue in Atmore. The phone number is 251-368-4053. JasonPilgerChevrolet.com. Terry's Furniture and Music, located at 121 North Main Street in Atmore. The phone number is 251-368-8389. Johnson Ford. Their office is 1828 South Main Street in Atmore. Their phone number is 251-322-1027. And their website is jjohnsonford.com. Waves Car Wash, located at 611 North Main Street in Atmore. The phone number is 251-321-0192. For more info, waves-carwash.com.
And, well, we just had a touchdown while we were away. We almost weren't looking. Braylon Snow returned the kickoff. I don't think anyone saw that coming, not even Trinity.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my
Well,
goodness.
talk about a way to snatch the momentum back.
Wow, wow, wow.
That is good. So
That
that's going
is
to
a
make
good
it
one.
42-22. And just when Trinity thought they were getting some momentum, like we said, they are demoralized surely after that touchdown. The game is not over, of course. Still a 3-score game as the Cougars attempt to go for 2. Here is Ronte up the middle with heavy blocking, and he gets it. So it is going to be 44-22. Cougars lead.
Well, that is a moment, Clay, that is really tough when you just have clawed back and then the Cougars say, not so fast. We're just going to add a little extra on. Keep trying.
Yeah. Hats off to Braylon,
Dude, the man.
for being able to make big plays in this game, and I would argue that is the biggest he's made tonight.
He said last night, Clay, that his focus in the games at the end of the day is to look out for his brothers. And that's how he plays the game. He plays so fundamentally aware of not just like trying to be explosive, and he's plenty explosive. I mean, you saw him with that extension catch a minute ago, just basically flying in the air to catch it and big hits. But he's also so aware of making sure that he puts his teammates in a good spot, that he's one of my favorite guys on this team to watch play because of that. It's encouraging to see that on this Cougars team, and it's a big part of the backbone of how they're in the spot that they are. And as Grant Sasser now awaits the whistle, which has been given. He has kicked it, and it's a high kick this time. Caught at the
Received.
40.
That was
And
number 12 with the receiving.
Stephen Kidd this
And he
time
was just
right
immediately
on it.
brought down at the 40 or maybe behind the 40.
Yeah. Stephen Kidd was right on top of him for that one.
But I like the fight I'm seeing out of this Trinity team. They're certainly the best team. I know we say that a lot because it's kind of like a week-to-week increase in difficulty, but this is the best team the Cougars have played. Would you not agree?
I think this is one of the best teams the Cougars have played,
Yeah.
for sure.
I would,
They've
I would
had
say they're
the-
a clear top 5, top 4 team in this league, the
They've had the-
eight-man football league.
tenacity to line up and run plays that a lot of other teams would
And
be
here
timid
they
to
come
run.
in 4 wide receivers set up,
Bringing
man in
12
motion.
again. Takes a snap, drops back. This time he's quick to release it.
And
Caught by number one.
caught it.
He's moving. He's at the 50.
That
and
was-
who was on him? Ronte
And
Nick Bowen. right there to bring him down as he passed the 50. That's going to move the chains.
So that was Reed House,
Reed
number
House.
1. He's
And-
listed as 6'2", 162
Yes,
pounds.
sir. One of their
for
bigger
Trinity.
guys.
Yeah.
One of their bigger guys. I will also tell you this, Clay. I really like watching William Dooley, their quarterback.
they
His
come.
release is quick.
Yeah, and they're quick to line up because here they snap it again.
He's doing it again. He
He
pump
wanted to
fakes
throw
a
it to the
guy
running back, but he wasn't open.
and just chucks it down the field as he was ran
Yeah.
out of bounds. And there's a flag. It may be intentional grounding.
Well, that
for
was Cameron
the
Perkins
Eagles.
covering 24, their
Yeah.
running back. I think they want to do a bit of a screen thing, but
Yeah.
Perkins was right there. Now, what are we going to see? Referees. This is a talkative group of referees, as we've.
They have conversations about what they had for breakfast this morning.
They're calling that intentional.
Yeah.
Nope, they're calling it roughing the passer.
What?
Well, that's interesting, but that's
Man.
going to give them a first down.
If you're Trinity, you're being handed gifts.
Yeah, the penalties have been probably the worst this week for the Cougars that they've been,
Yeah.
which is unfortunate because they've really cleaned it up for the most part the last few games. But perhaps the nerves of this game being close are getting to them.
And they got a bunch formation of receivers here on our near side. Man out to the far side as William Dooley steps up to the pocket all alone in the backfield in the shotgun. He brings 12 in
Motions
motion and takes a snap. He drops back. He's looking. He pump fakes.
12
This
is
time he
open.
dumps it deep to 12. It's caught.
Wow.
20, 10, 15. Touchdown, Trinity. And
Yeah.
Clay, there's no flags on that. We got to.
Well, they had number 1 and number 12's routes cross, and I think the Cougars that were covering them got mixed up.
We got a 2-score game yet again, and our situation is back to a
Yeah,
much,
this could be a shootout.
improved spot for Trinity as they're lining up to go for 2 again. And, man, I tell you, when you're in this kind of a spot, now it all rests on your defense, and in the Cougars' case, the offense to find themselves in a position to be able to score to keep them away. And as they run the play,
Nothing.
it is no good.
44-28, which
7:50 to go in the third.
that's a 16-point lead for the Cougars. So technically a 2-score. Wait. Yeah, 2-score
Yeah.
game. But if, just thinking hypothetical scenarios, if the Eagles were to have to come back under this situation, they would have to get both of the 2-point conversions because a 16-point deficit would not be overcome with a normal extra point attempt.
And as we go again, we're getting ready for another
And this is the
Cougar
first
drive.
team that the Cougars have really had to have a showdown with in the second half. So this is where they're going to have that adversity that Coach talked about last night.
Well, we've not seen a team yet this season put up this many points against the Cougar defense.
Yeah. One of the best defenses in this league.
If not the best.
And then they've been able to score 28 on them.
And we got a little onside kick this time.
Recovered by Stephen Kidd, number 22.
Kidd.
He had a good ball security there.
He's having a good game now. He had a couple of moments there early to overcome, successfully having done so, it looks like. And
so
good-looking game.
I mean, as long as – here's the thing. As long as Ronte and the offense can keep scoring, the pressure mounts on the Eagles because they've still got – the Cougars have still got a manageable lead here. And now they're going to hand it off. That was Kazion Bartholomew with the carry up the middle for 5 yards. And we may see – think about running the clock here. Despite we're not having the rolling clock like we've had in some games because this is a closer game.
Right.
So the clock is going to stop and start under normal circumstances. But that said, the ground game does allow Coach Nichols to run out the clock some if he feels it necessary.
Coach is just in absolute locked-in mode right now as folks are trying to talk to him. And Ronte takes the snap this time. Bust up. He's at the 20,
gone.
the 10,
Well,
the 5,
almost.
the end zone. But there is a flag back at the 30-yard line.
Man,
and it
I
looks
didn't see
like
that.
Kyler Williams is upset about something. So what's it going to be? Definitely not a touchdown, it looks like.
They always do this. That's just the price of playing explosive football. There may just be laundry all over the field.
Looks like that was a.
They're calling that back.
Looks like that was a holding.
Ah, man. Well, they're going to call it now second and short, 2nd and 1 maybe.
One must really lock themselves in to pay attention to what the refs call out.
Yeah, they've got a lot of different things going through their head.
Again,
Second down
if you're
and
just
1.
joining us, this is the EA Cougars taking on
Oh, thank you.
the Trinity Eagles. We're going to be right back after a quick ID.
This is WGYJ LP 93.5 Atmore, Alabama.
And as Ronte takes a snap in the shotgun, he looks, he steps up, he makes a man absolutely miss, and he's getting chased down by 37. He makes him miss. He rolls around, makes the guy who missed first miss again, and he launches it deep to nobody, and there's a flag. And I would hate to say that they called this intentional grounding because there were guys everywhere.
Way too much.
If so, we're going to have to take the license away from that ref.
No, that must have been some kind of penalty on the defense or a hold. But it couldn't have been grounding because he was.
Ronte Watson was back there making moves.
Yeah, he made that play last way longer.
The kids call that standing on business nowadays, and that's what he was doing back there, doing a little standing on business. As he made guys miss, the guy he made miss picks himself off the dirt, Clay, comes back and falls back promptly to it again. And
well, they're going to call it. Well, yeah, they're going to call that on the Cougars. So,
not ideal. Not
third
ideal.
down and 6 now. 5-yard penalty.
Are we aware in any way, shape, or form
I didn't hear what
that penalty was? Did you hear what that penalty was? I'm not sure.
All right, we've got Ronte again. A heavy package on offense.
They've lined up heavy too on the defense to bring against it, and Ronte's going to take it right up the middle of the draw play.
It doesn't matter
what
the defense
none of the heaviness
does.
matters because he is moving all the way
to the 25.
Wow.
That's a first down.
That is a first down. A good one, too.
A good one, too. And now we're at the 25. This sets us up in a really good position, Clay.
Certainly. it's a good time to try and score again to make this a 3-score game again, because we've seen the offense
This
of
time
Trinity
he
can
hands it
score
off to
fast.
Kezion Bartholomew, 58.
He is tackled by his jersey
Yeah.
and then pushed into a pile up where we see a flag.
That was the big 6'5" Mac Ellis, number 56, coming in at 6'5", 220. He just grabbed Kai's jersey and said, "This is the best I can do." And, in Kai's case, he's kind of he's greased up
who's
back
this
there,
penalty
so it's
gonna
tough
be
to get him. Again, I'm not seeing much of what, but,
Yeah.
I'm not the ref, so I'm not down there.
Well, anyone can criticize a referee, but only certain people can be one.
That's exactly right. So I will not give my judgment on it.
And they're going to call that against the
Trinity.
Eagles. Yeah, horse collar. That's what that tackle was. Yeah.
Horse collar.
So
Did
they're
they
going to
horse
give the
collar
Cougars
Kai?
a first down. Yes. That's what it was on Kai.
Is that where he grabbed his jersey?
Seemed like it based on what the referee. It makes sense.
I see.
Um,
And now they're lined up. Got two wide receivers to his left. Takes the snap. He looks that way, and he darts it. But, again, just not to be, as the intended receiver was really covered up there. And the intended target on that one, number 12, Kyler Williams, who's had a really physical game tonight. Not a lot of the things that have came his way have they connected, but that's no knock on him. But he's been in it, in the trenches, and he looks a little banged up after that play, unfortunately, so prayerfully he'll be all right as he gets to the
he's
sideline
coming
to
off.
take a moment.
it's going to be 2nd down and 10. Cougars lined up around the 11-yard line, it looks like.
Yeah. He
4
just-
minutes and 44 seconds left in this third quarter, so they have
I
the
think
Cougars have
Kyler
been
got
able to
the wind
run the
knocked out
clock
of him.
somewhat effectively.
And we got a whistle. Looks like
Maybe
we got a
seeing
timeout.
a timeout by one of the teams.
Yep. Looks like timeout Cougars. Braylon Snow, he's running left. Clay,
Well,
it's a
Just a-
touchdown.
Braylon Snow
And
might
if you're
be
the
our
Cougars,
candidate for player of the game at this point.
They won't back down either, as the song's saying.
And that's a touchdown.
It's a touchdown.
So Cougars are going to reach 50 points, right? And,
and it's going to knock it back to a 3-score game.
well, we've seen multiple times that the Eagles have attempted to make it a 2-score game with, of course, the further intention of narrowing that down. But the Cougars strike back,
Clay,
and they keep scoring.
we've both been in these moments when the other team is, you get back into it, and then they just go again. In this point, what are you saying if you're on the other side to say,
Well, the only thing
What
they
can we do?
I think they have to get turnovers.
Yeah.
That's really their main.
Ooh.
They got one interception earlier.
Kyler Williams?
Kyler Williams was banged up. Stephen Kidd's
Yeah.
helping him. 2-point conversion play.
Bless his
Maddox has the ball, I think. He's being pushed into the end zone by the whole offensive line, and they're calling it good. But, yeah, that is. Kyler doesn't look
Yeah,
very good at the moment.
he's one of the leaders on this team. And he's going to the bench for a minute to.
So that's going to make
Checked
it
out.
52-28 Cougars.
Prayerfully, he'll be all right. And they're going to get him some aid.
24-point deficit for the Eagles.
Well, I think you're right, Clay. At this point, turnovers are the only thing that you can do to stop the bleeding for this game and the opportunity for Trinity to come in here and keep competing. I mean, 4:32 on the clock before the fourth quarter starts. And, you know, it's going to be tough. But my point that I really see as a point of refuge for the Cougars is the fact that even at this point in the game, they just keep answering back. They're not taken astray by the fact that they, have had more points scored on them in this game than any other, but they keep rattling back.
Well, there was just an onside kick by Grant Sasser, recovered by Kai, I think, number 15.
Cougars recover the ball and take over first.
Wow.
down.
That's a recovery.
Wow.
This time it was one of those high to the sideline kicks. Went just
And-
past 10 yards, and Cougars got it.
This is where you swing your sword.
This is where you could make it a 4-score lead
Yeah.
and really
You deliver
put
a death
the pedal
blow.
to the gas.
You could.
With the clock continuing to go, well, not at the moment, but as it continues to wind down with the game going,
You could
it's going to be
really-
more and more difficult to overcome these multiple possession leads.
You could really deliver a death blow in this moment right here, Clay.
Yeah, you could remove all the momentum.
And
Here
Ronte
comes-
taking the snap. This time he hands it to Kai. Or, no, that's not Kai. That's Cam Perkins. And Cam Perkins just
He
bowling balled
Ooh.
somebody. Number 2 for the Eagles. He just bounced him off of him like nobody's business and got the ball up all the way up to where's that at, Clay?
past the 30, almost the 25 maybe. Then the clock goes again. Now with 4 minutes left in the third quarter. And as we were saying, the clock is the Cougars' friends right now.
We have
Because
not,
they want the game to be over with them in the lead.
we have
the less
not
time
seen
to
the
pull off a
Cougars
comeback,
move
the
this
better.
slow all season, Clay.
Yeah.
But it's with
That's-
intention. And that time, Ronte runs it up the gut, and it's not to be for much.
Well, I've received an interesting word from some of the people in the booth
Some of the people in the booth.
that Florida State, if you're a college football fan, is potentially about to go to overtime with Virginia. We've been following that
Keep
one
us
this
up to
evening.
date on that, guys.
Yeah, we might keep talking about this.
Wow. Macon East has pulled away 61-6.
Man. All right, here comes Ronte again. Oh, it was fumbled by Tragan and recovered by Macon. No,
Nope.
that's Trinity. Wrong, thinking of the wrong team. Well,
But what were we just talking about? If you're Trinity,
if you're Trinity, you need a
Turnovers are-
turnover. So that's
Those are
what
the
they
things you
needed to
need.
stay in this game. So
And they got
down
it.
by 24 points. This is kind of do or die time for them. Another must-score situation if they want to keep this game within a reasonable margin.
First and 10, Eagles from their own 21.
all right, Clay.
Well, here
If you ever had a moment,
here come the Eagles starting back on their own 20. Long field to go.
brings a man in motion again. They'd
That
like that
12
play.
is always in motion
Back and right out of his hands, and it's caught.
for a short gain.
I just, I really like the fact out of Trinity that they've had the most consistency in the past game as far as consistently getting completions out of their pass, which we've not seen a lot this season out of other teams. So that's cool to see Coach
second
Nichols'
down
defense be
and
able to go
8.
against. And takes the snap again. This time delayed on the pass and
Yep. I think
just
we had a few guys bump into each
going
other.
nowhere.
Pass was not where it needed to be.
yeah.
Or maybe the receivers weren't really needed to be. Third down and 8. We've got 12 in motion yet again. We're throwing it deep.
Oh my goodness!
It was
It's
caught by number 8.
Oh my
And
goodness!
I don't think
Tragan's
they're gonna
trying
be able
to
to
catch
catch
up
him.
with him. If there's a man who can, it's Tragan. But it's gonna be
Tragan does not. Wait. He trips at the goal
touchdown.
line. And now we have a flag.
and they're gonna throw the flag on Tragan
for doing what?
for slipping.
Well, a little bit of a confusing flag, but it seems that there's a touchdown on the play.
What a pass! What a
yeah,
pass.
like we were saying, those passing-heavy offenses, they can come in. They can come in and score
Yeah.
very quickly, which is why that the the Cougars want to be able to try and keep score to get this game further out of hand.
Disappointment from
Yeah.
Did
Did Trey get okay? Did he get up? I can't. Yeah, there he is. Not sure what the flag was because it appeared to come in on him for
It
tripping.
just looked like he crashed out at the end. Not that he was trying to do anything, with malintent. All right, Clay. They're going to go for 2. And as they like to do, Trinity, the interesting thing about Trinity, Clay, is they're pretty predictable. Like they run the same
seem
stuff.
to either throw, they do a number 12 in
Combination of certain
motion.
things.
Then they kind of either run like a short curl pass or a deep pass.
And then when they go for 2, they load up 44 in the backfield instead of bringing the quarterback out.
Yeah, that's their short yardage package.
And
so
they
let's
just
see.
do it.
Now here's the thing. If they don't get this 2-point conversion, it's still going to be a 3-score game.
You're right.
Because currently the margin is, I believe,
52-34.
Yeah.
So
18 points. If they want to keep it a 2-score game, if they want to get it to that, they're going to have to make it a 16-point margin, which means getting this 2-point conversion. This play is massive.
A minute 57 on the clock to go before the 4th. This is one game that I'm not certain that we're going to see the rolling clock at all tonight.
No.
Which all the more tells you this is the best team that the Cougars will have played in that case to this point. Because up to this point, the clock has rolled. It has, as some would say, let the sushi roll.
Okay, so the referees are calling that last play a touchdown, as we thought.
Yep. And now
we're going to
as they
see the
prep for
2-point attempt.
2-point, number
We
44.
see number 44 lined up in a very heavy package with a lot of guys blocking positions.
That's Nate Riddle.
Cougars are lined up close to the line, and he has a gap, and he gets in the end zone for the conversion.
52-36.
It will remain a 2-possession lead for the Cougars now.
I wonder if the Riddle brothers are twins. I think they are, Clay. They're both seniors. They're both 5'11", 175 and 176 pounds. That
How
sounds
interesting.
pretty similar. Because I was just looking at it and thought, if they're brothers, it's tough for them to both be seniors if they're not twins.
Well, it is tough also that the Cougars have had 2 turnovers in the second half.
And maybe cousins.
So, 1 fumble by Tragan, 1 interception by Ronte. And those have kept the score from getting further ahead.
Clay, what's happening? What's the guys telling you in the booth about Florida State?
Well, as the referees discuss any potential penalties, they're saying, or Florida State is tied at 35 points with Virginia with 12 seconds left in the 4th quarter. So we are likely to see an overtime game there in Virginia. Don't think that's what people saw coming this week.
And what was the spread on that game?
Well, it was a 6.5-point favorite, Florida State was.
My.
Maybe Virginia is good this year.
They're
or
going to
maybe,
overtime.
Maybe Florida State is not.
Well, guys, keep us
we'll
updated
on that as now they prepare for a second half kickoff. Not second half, just a kickoff.
And
onside
it is
kick attempt.
onside, caught by
the Cougars
Nick
have
Bowen.
a good hands team. All of their guys catch the ball and don't drop it on
Clean
these
possessions. Clean possessions. And
of course, also, the Eagles were kicking it off from further forward than they usually do, probably because of whatever penalty that was on the last touchdown. So this is going to give the Cougars the ball around their own 37.
farther back than they're used to.
Still, Cougars can score from anywhere. We know this.
Clay, have you noticed that in this, most of these teams aren't electing to kick the ball deep to get you setting up
I
at the
wonder
20?
why that is.
And
All right, here comes Ronte.
Ronte got some lead blockers this time. He's broke loose on the right side of the field. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 20, the 10.
And they're saying he stepped out of bounds. Otherwise, he would have gone all the way.
That's where the stutter step in my voice came from. He kind of did a double take there.
They're going to call that out around the 20-yard line.
Yes.
Still a big gain for Ronte.
And
Put the Cougars
got the
right outside the red zone.
Clay, I think we're seeing a lot of cramping and so forth, as it looks like this time.
Who is it?
Is that Braylon Snow
On the sideline?
on the sideline getting
Oh,
stretched
no.
out
No,
by
that's
the...
number... Yeah, who is that? I
think that's Braylon. Maybe Kyler. No, Kyler's over there.
Say. But we've got Ronte lined up again. A draw play.
And
with
he's got
good
the blocking. He makes a man miss,
He's
which is not
switching sides
uncommon.
of the field, and he makes it to the end zone.
Touchdown, Cougars.
Well, every time the Trinity Eagles strike, the Cougars strike back. And
Wow.
we are once again going back and forth. Now this time from a 2-score lead to a 3-score lead. Our score is 58-36, pending a 2-point conversion attempt, which we will likely see.
Clay, I don't like what I'm seeing down there.
In terms of who is it? Uh-oh. Well, having a hard time seeing who that is, but
It looks like Braylon Snow.
that's not good, given how good he's been playing tonight.
But it may
Well,
just
these
be
are the kind of games that will take attrition on your roster.
Yeah.
Whenever you're having to keep starters in for the entire game.
it may be
Now
a
we're seeing
cramp.
Nick Bowen come in at quarterback on the 2-point conversion. He's going to run it up the gut.
It's a cramp. It's a cramp.
Well, Braylon, he looks okay. Maybe not tip-top shape.
Well, we've not seen our guys get
And
this.
on the 2-point conversion
2-point conversion fails. It makes
is
the
no good.
No good.
It's going to be 58-36.
And at this point, some of the scores for Trinity are starting to make a bit more sense now.
Well, it seems that Trinity, based on what we've seen from their schedule, they have a good offense, but not necessarily a great defense.
Give us a little update, Clay.
They've allowed over 40 points 5 times now.
Wow.
And the Cougars, of course, almost have 60, which is the most Trinity has allowed this season. 58.
Have we seen any movement in the overtime?
And Florida State, well, they're simply saying it is the end of the 4th quarter. So they will, in fact, go to overtime.
We'll go to overtime.
Those games tend to be a bit slow with all the commercials and stuff. So, I mean, at least we don't have to listen to Fansville and Progressive on here.
That is the perks of J3 Radio, my friends.
48 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. So we're in for a 4th quarter showdown here in just a moment.
And
High kick, this time recovered by number 12.
the guys are having to just stop themselves.
And number 12 is Aiden Hahn on the Eagles.
Eagles take the fair catch, start from their own 44-yard line.
Well, I will also say my phone is running on the last bit of its battery,
You
so
on
we may
fumes,
run out
Clay?
of updates on the Florida State game.
Thank God for the rest of the crew.
Okay. They're taking Maddox off the field in this play on defense. Now
It's
they're
a
calling a
chess match.
timeout. Yep. Little substitution game going on there. It's going to be 1st and 10 whenever they come back from the timeout. The Eagles have it on their own 44-yard line. And we've seen this whole second half. We've been saying it's must-score situation for the Eagles because it's just been a complete shootout in terms of every drive the Cougars score, just about every drive the Eagles score, pretty much.
Yeah.
And they need to keep pace because the Cougars currently lead by 22 points. And that's
And then
still,
at some
even in
point-
this quick scoring 8-man league, 22 points is still a big deficit
Yeah.
to overcome.
At some point, it becomes imperative that you also get stops on your defense.
Well, the only stops the Eagles have gotten in the second half have been turnovers. So it seems like that's their best way to slow down the Cougar offense. But that's not reliable necessarily. Okay. Timeout is over. Man in motion, number 2 this time for the Eagles.
Rolls
the quarterback is on the run,
Hits his man.
and the ball was dropped incomplete.
Ball security is a necessity.
Pass completion number 8, Harrison Wheat.
We have another update on Florida State. Seems like that FSU has scored a field goal, 38 to 35. So if
Number 2
if
comes
I'm
in
thinking
motion
right,
as William Dooley steps back. He hits his man this time. Number 8 complete.
again, he was the target 2 plays in a row. This
At the
time
50.
he got it. Now we're on the 50-yard line. 3rd and 5. 20 seconds and counting left in the third quarter. This may be the final play of the third.
And quarterback
Throwing
pump
it
fakes
deep.
this time. He chunks it up, but it's just underneath
couldn't
his man.
quite get there with number 1.
Reed
and they're
Huss.
going to stop the clock maybe with – nope, they're going to let it run. And that's the end
Fourth quarter.
of the third. We are in a fourth quarter showdown. 58 to 36 with the Cougars in the lead.
And as Virginia gets the ball, we're going to hear an update on that momentarily.
Well, as I was about to say, under the college overtime rules, of course, with Florida State scoring a field goal to make it 38-35, Virginia would win with a touchdown, or they could take it to another overtime. So, if you're a college football fan like me, that's a very interesting game on in the background. As
Very
we
interesting
await
indeed.
the start of the fourth quarter in our game here.
We have also been made aware, as of last night, that the state championship game, if the Cougars are so blessed to be there, and prayerfully we will be, is going to be played at noon in Montgomery.
Really?
We'll be there to bring you that coverage as we will be going with the team, and we'll be doing the show Thursday Night Live, likely from the hotel.
Well, that's all hypothetical at the moment because
If we're
right
so
now
blessed.
we're in a regular season showdown. And we've got the cheerleaders cheering on the team, going for the defense here.
Yep. As
We
give you
start
a
the
little
fourth
bit of the
quarter,
sounds.
and I think we had an offsides there. That was number 56, Aiden Thomas, who I believe jumped early. It was 4th and 5, so that's going to make it first down.
Offsides called
That's
against Cougars,
unfortunate.
result in an Eagle first down.
Huh. And as they step up now, this is crucial that they continue to score if they want to stay in the game, as the Cougars are bearing down on with a lot of pressure. Nick Bowen was right on him that time.
Got a screen pass.
Got it off to 44, though, complete as he's breaking loose. That's their
he
guy.
broke multiple
He shed
tackles.
it. Kai is on him, but it's not going to be enough. It's
He
going to
got
be a
the-
touchdown.
He got a touchdown. Wow, and the
Screen pass.
shootout continues.
And Coach Nichols, my friend, is
Well, he's not going to be happy
Not
with his
happy.
defensive performance today.
I see Chad over there also disappointed.
Touchdown.
So with just a few seconds into the fourth quarter, we're now
We're now going.
58-42.
We're also going to the second overtime as Virginia
Yes.
kicked the field goal.
Well, it seems like you're getting updates too. I was about to say that. 58-42 is the score. Currently in our game, we're going to have the Eagles going for 2. And 44 is
Predicted that.
stopped
And
after a difficult push.
does that now mean it's a 3-possession game, Clay?
No, because the Cougars missed their last 2-point conversion.
I see.
So it will be a 16-point game.
58, Eagles 42.
58-42, Cougars lead.
Interesting.
Well, maybe we should have got our popcorn ready for this one. This is good. This is a good football game.
Well, it's exciting, Clay, to be in a game that is quite competitive.
Yeah, this is the first real game the Cougars have faced an opponent that was still attempting to make a win in the second half. They've been able to demoralize and blow out most of their opponents to the point where they were just able to dominate the second half. So this is
Signs of life.
This is a situation where we see what this team is made of. Because even though they're winning by 16 points, you know, there's still 11 minutes to go. This game is not over. Especially as we're probably about to see another onside kick attempt here.
Do you think that Florida State situation is part consequence to looking ahead toward Miami?
It very well could be. Here comes number 12 with
right.
the kickoff. Onside kick.
Yet again.
It bounces over the head
Caught by
of Stephen Kidd, but is
Ronte.
recovered by Ronte Watson, number 3.
their kicker, Aiden Hahn. It's a German last name.
They've also got a last name on their team of England. So
England.
Interesting names.
Got a few interesting names there.
So the Cougars are going to be spotted at their own 44-yard line.
They've also got what appears to be the Weeks brothers.
And
So-
not to mention the Riddle
Not to
brothers.
mention the Riddle
That's
brothers.
like the Riddler in
Yeah.
Batman.
The Riddle brothers.
Interesting names, you know.
I think there used to be a pair of a band of outlaws called the Riddle brothers.
Here comes the offense.
Maybe that was a Tarantino
Ronte
film.
with blockers in front of him. He is wrapped up and then escapes.
Clay,
wrapped up
he
again,
is pushing past.
And he is brought down by a pile of people and a flag.
Who'd have thunk it?
What would that be, though? Well, the referees have closer eyes on the situation than us.
I can tell you, Maddox Boyette was with him all the way. And incredible to watch the effort to just continually push forward from Ronte. I mean,
And we have another update for Florida State. Virginia has just scored a touchdown,
oh,
44-38.
how wonderful.
This is just a crazy night of shootouts, both in high school and in college.
Well, I can tell you this. I know a lot of Knowles fans, and this is an interesting moment for them.
Yes, certainly. Everyone loves a good overtime game, except for the two teams that are in the game. It's a stressful situation. Now, I don't quite know what the high school rules for that would be. Do
Well,
they
that's
call
what
it
I was
a
wondering.
tie, or do they just go to overtime?
I
and
think
whip
they go to
format?
overtime.
So we might have to ask about that. Or if tonight's game goes into a tie, we might find out.
And
so
we
the
wait.
Cougars, after that penalty, the ball is being moved forward for them. So
Okay.
they've got pretty decent field position now.
So the penalty goes against
inside
the-
the 20.
Against the
Yeah,
Eagles.
I think that was maybe late hit somehow, or perhaps a face mask. So that's, yeah, Cougars are inside the 20, on the 20 even.
It looks like, Clay, they're going to bring Maddox out into that lead blocking formation, and they
They've got
bring
Nick Bowen in it, running back. I wonder if that's a depth thing.
they bring
or-
the old Atmore missile
'cause
out.
some of these players might be getting tired. Kai is on the
They
sideline.
snap it. He's in the lead block formation. If you want
Yeah,
to block,
he wants
and
to hit someone.
He's out there looking to do
And
it.
here's
Ronte
Ronte.
breaks loose.
Touchdown.
My.
Well, the Cougars are run, and the Eagles are pass, and both of them are just scoring like
They're
lightning
score.
tonight.
Hey,
So
If
we
you
are
ever,
back to a 3-score lead.
If you ever had a duo, Clay, that you needed as lead blockers, I think I'd be calling up Maddox Boyette and Nick Bowen myself.
Well, he hasn't
And
been
they
on
did.
offense a lot
Well,
this
they're
season.
going to have him out there again, as he's in the running back
And
slot
we're
with
gonna,
Maddox
yep, we're going to go for 2 here.
fullback. And Monte under center, takes it,
Gonna
tosses
toss
it off to Nick Bowen.
And
He's
he's
in.
in. Nick Bowen with the score on the 2-point conversion.
All the way around. A winner.
Makes the score the Cougars 66.
The score is 66-42, which is a 24-point lead.
Yep. Wow. And I
Oh.
think that's going to take the air out of it.
Well, the thing is, it's still not over. There's, the clock is, with these offenses scoring so fast, it's not going down very much. We're at 10 minutes, 55 seconds.
It's kind of like
in
a
the fourth.
basketball game.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, we're close to a basketball score.
it's almost like it makes me think watching all of this of the 2010s Big 12.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Do you
trading
remember
blows,
whenever
man.
Patrick Mahomes and Baker Mayfield played each other? Oklahoma versus Texas Tech.
Man,
I don't
That's
remember the
been a
final
minute.
score, but I remember Mahomes threw for like 700 yards and 5 touchdowns, and
Yeah.
Baker had like 500 yards and 7 touchdowns.
yeah.
There was no defense back then.
No
And
defense.
some of this, I think, it's not to say bad defense is being played tonight. Maybe there are some mistakes being made, but I think the 8-man football format makes it more difficult to play defense because you've simply got less bodies out there to get potential stops.
What do you think
And
Coach
we're finally
Nichols,
seeing some of that tonight.
What do you think Coach Nichols' tone's going to be?
Well, I think you still got to see if we're going to win or not.
Well, obviously that.
Here's another kick, a longer kick
good
this
one, this
time
one.
by Grant Sasser. Their number 12 runs it
Oh, my
around and
goodness.
is hit big time by Stephen Kidd and Cameron Perkins back at the 36.
Even Kidd, he's playing with some passion. Man, Grant Sasser, I love watching him play football. He has a really, he's a respectful young man. He's got a great personality. He's intentional about what he does. And when he gets out there, he's so versatile in the stuff they can get him to do that you're never fully aware of what to expect, and it makes it all the more explosive because you can't really prep for how that's coming, and it gives them the element of surprise on kicks.
All right, offense is back on the field for the Eagles.
And this time it's a quick pump fake from
They're
the
going deep
quarterback.
to number 1.
It's a hit.
It's caught
deep
and
down the field
brought
past
down.
the 40, right at the
That
30.
was Braylon Snow, who had a cramp earlier, but now back on the field to make a big defensive tackle
William
on the
Dooley,
30-yard
Clay,
line.
their quarterback, number 10, is dotting it up now. He
Yeah.
had early, remember?
Well, that's what I was saying. If these passing offenses, if the quarterback starts getting hot,
getting in a rhythm.
these offenses can score
Yes.
so quick. Well, look, Braylon comes off the field again with another cramp.
Well,
so
remember, Clay,
that's
earlier
difficult.
the quarterback was missing a lot of those deep passes. Now,
Yeah, well,
it's putting him on
he's
the
on
money.
target now. Another play,
Step back, rolls out to his right. Maddox is right there on him. He tops it out.
and this one's out of bounds.
That's no good. Caught it, but out of bounds.
Wow.
And you would be
Just-
apt to
wow.
throw that ball, too, if Maddox Boyette was bearing down on you like that.
So, second down and 10 for the Eagles on the 30-yard line of the Cougars.
Second and 10 from the Cougars.
They're down by 24 in the fourth quarter. So, again, as we've been saying all second half, this is must-score situation for them. Another drop
Here we
back
go.
pass. This time it was
Almost
nearly
picked
intercepted
off by Cam
Oh.
Perkins, and he is upset about it.
Oh, man. I think he would have run downfield, too. He might have already
Yeah.
been thinking about the run. Just
Oh,
dropped
man.
it. So now that's going to be 3rd and 10. And the Cougars, if they could get 2 more stops on these next 2 plays, can potentially put this game in a situation where they have the ability to firmly control it. But right now, they still need to get the stop. Yeah, Braylon Snow is stretching on the sideline again, and we've got another. Who is that? Is that Maddox down there? He's being stretched by some of the other players.
It's up, it's launched, and it is just.
Yeah, we're seeing what kind of
of
attrition this
reach.
game can take because both Maddox Boyette and Braylon Snow are on the sideline having to stretch.
Yeah. Well, you know
So-
what's so weird tonight? I felt this a couple of times, but
He's getting up, though, Maddox is. He was just getting someone to stretch his legs.
the weather tonight, Clay, has been cooler, at least with the breeze. But even up here in the booth, despite it feeling good, really, you know, as I learned to say as a kid, it's a muggy night. It's really humid.
Yeah, it's humid.
And
That
a
could
lot
do
of
something.
thirst, even up here, which we're doing a lot of talking, but they're doing.
Yeah.
They're
You
moving.
got to get that
So the
Gatorade on the
cramps-
sideline.
Got to watch out. It's the silent enemy.
So, 4th and 10 here. Big play.
Oh, high snap this
Drop back to
time.
pass it under pressure,
Oh, my goodness. He's
He's gotta
rolling
throw
out
it.
to escape it.
and it was tipped by DeAndre Hayes, number 4.
Aiden Thomas was almost on the sack
And that
there.
is a turnover on downs for the Cougars, which allows them to get just a moment to breathe after this moment,
Yeah.
these past few moments of score, score, score.
Now with 9:09 to go in the fourth quarter.
I still wouldn't call it over, but if they can score here, I would.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you this. If you are the Eagles, a stop is a must. It's mandatory, I think, if you're going to win this game. So now as the Cougars
Let's
come out,
see. Is Maddox back out there? Yes, he is.
and they're bringing Nick Bowen. 2 keys, Clay. I think the Cougars need to do 2 things. Obviously, they need to score, but the clock, if they can move the clock, then you further bring it out of reach.
Yeah, we might see some run plays here to get the clock going.
But it don't look like right now unless they run it with Ronte.
Here comes a heavy formation.
And it is a run. It's right up the gut. They got lead blockers everywhere. Maddox runs out to get it, and Ronte's just brought
pushed.
out of bounds, just past the 40.
Looks like the clock is going to run, though. I guess we're not late enough in the game for
Yep.
the clock to stop with the out of bounds. So the clock goes below 9 minutes in the 4th.
And they're gonna churn this
now,
for all that it's worth.
That is a first down. And right now the Cougars are leading 66-42.
First and 10 Cougars from the 40.
This is a good opportunity for the Cougars to be able to put this game out of reach, I would say.
Yeah.
With this drive, run some clock, get a score, and then be able to get a victory.
This is kind of make or break for both teams right now.
They've been able to hold on to a lead for the entire game past the first couple of minutes.
And as the
been
quarterback
a big
keeps
help.
it, he rolls out to the left. He makes a man miss. And out of bounds again, past the 50 now.
About a 6-yard gain maybe.
Ronte is like
Driven out of bounds on number 12, Aiden
he's
Thomas.
like a situation when a wild
Picks up 8 yards,
Mustang gets out. The only thing you can do is just do your best to corral them into the pen. So what you're seeing Trinity do is just try to lead him out of bounds because you really can't do much with him in space.
Yeah.
Just try to run him
That's what
out
they're trying to do.
because he'll make you miss.
And here comes 2nd down and 3.
Heavy formation again.
Ronte back to pass.
This time he's looking to do it.
And he throws it to nobody. He's under pressure.
That is, he got out of the pocket, I think, so it's not going to be a rough intentional grounding. Clay, do we have any update from the guys? I know they've been looking.
FSU has lost. Wow. I think they lost 44-46 in double overtime. If I am hearing this correct.
46-38.
Oh, 46-38. They did not. The touchdown I saw was overturned.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, as we say in college football, just like here in high school, there's always chaos.
They call that any given Saturday,
Or in
except
this
now,
case, Friday.
any given Friday.
Here comes Ronte, 3rd and short. Hands it off to Perkins, who's tackled for a loss.
Nowhere. That is one of the seldom times that you will see Cougars take negative on a play like that.
Yeah, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Looks like it'll be about 6 yards to the first down.
And they've gotten
And I
Braylon
think we're going to
Limbert back
see
up.
seen a timeout here.
Timeout on the field.
I think we'll see a punt.
Timeout by Trinity. No, I don't know if we'll see a punt. We haven't seen a punt all season from the Cougars. And they know if they can get a score here, they'll be able to put it out of reach. So, of course, there's also the opportunity that even if they don't score here, the game just may get out of reach as the clock starts to wind down. We're now below 7 minutes in the game. As we come back from the timeout by the Cougars. This has just been a great ball game.
It really has, Clay.
This is the first time the Cougars have had to play full starters for the entire game.
I hate to say it like this, but I've been excited about this moment. When the Cougars meet
Here
a team.
comes Ronte on 4th down, runs it to the sidelines and past the first down marker.
I've been excited, Clay, for the Cougars to meet a team like this that has heart and that keep it competitive, because at some point you don't want to run into the Cornerstone games, the Evangels, the Macon Easts, any of them. You don't want to roll into those games and never have been in a spot like this. It helps to been in these moments in life.
Well, as we've said, Trinity, they're 2-2 on the season, but they've won 2 in a row, so we think they're getting better. This is another good performance by them, although currently they're not winning.
Ronte rolling out.
But it's a team to watch out for
a lot
in the
of pressure.
playoffs.
Tosses it up to Braylon Snow.
I think we may have had
That's pass interference,
pass
Clay.
interference. Yeah,
Braylon
Braylon was pushed there.
Made a major effort to go up there and get it, though. But
he's made a couple of jump passes this season, including one tonight.
hey, just so you folks know, the lines are open. The J3 Radio app. Send in your takes, your hot takes, your thoughts, your comments about the Florida State loss to Virginia. We're going to talk about it Monday on Gridiron Live, 5 p.m. Central Time. Get them in. You got an extra day now. I always say get them in Saturday evening, Sunday, so you got extra time. Gather your thoughts, and if you got that crazy uncle, tell him to get his hot take in, because we'd all love to hear that.
First down marker is going to be moved, and so the Cougars will have a 1st and 10 inside the 30.
Wasn't it a ton of fun, though, Clay, with everybody sending in their questions and comments?
Yeah, we had a great time with some unique questions, some that got the team fired up. Here's Ronte in the pocket under pressure, and he's going to be brought down, but I think he tried to fumble it or to toss it.
And they blew it dead. Yep.
Well, if you want to know another interesting college football score tonight, a game that's at halftime right now is TCU leading 17-14 over the home team, Arizona State.
Wow.
So it's just a good night of football all around, high school and college.
Some better games than you'd think on a Friday night. For college, that is. Ronte intended to get it out to who they call Honey Bun, Kendrick Mobley, number 58, one of the guards here. But, yep, the J3 Radio app is the place to be at, Clay, to get those questions in. You can just go right to the voice memos section. I know so many of you listen to the games on there, but not only can you listen to your favorite music and the talk that matters, but you can also send in requests, not just for songs, but also for those kinds of things like the show. And we encourage you to do so because we're having a ton of fun, and it's really cool to hear from you guys. Get in on the conversation. And as we wait again
Here's
for the whistle.
second down and 15 yards for the Cougars.
Clock now begins to tick, just under 6 minutes now.
Cougars have been able to take a lot of time off this drive.
And he steps up, takes a snap in the shotgun. This time he's going to launch it. And it's to Braylon Snow.
Who comes down with it.
Oh, my goodness.
And a flag. Oh, man.
What a play. Touchdown. Clay, I thought it was maybe a pick, and then Braylon takes it from him in the end zone for a touchdown.
Was it in the end zone? It may have been just short.
The ref said touchdown.
Touchdown. Yes.
Beautiful pass. Better catch.
He caught it off the helmet of the other
What
player.
in the world?
Flag on the field.
But there is a flag.
Number 5,
I think they're
Braylon Snow.
saying that is against the Cougars. What could it possibly be?
Man, somebody get a picture
must
of that.
have been a holding.
Let's
Well,
pray that the esteemed Asher Covington down there, he was there. Asher was down there, one of the crew here for us. He was there to get the picture, or the video.
They are going to call back the touchdown. Yeah. Well, that's too bad.
Hey.
But it still happened.
What did they say was the penalty?
Seems like they're saying a hold.
Yeah, but there was also a flag down there with Braylon. So
Oh,
maybe those were offsetting. You would hope, but maybe not.
Well, they're lining up the ball back around the 30 for the Cougars. They're discussing again.
Yeah, they've
Yep, they're
marched
going
them
even.
back.
Yeah, they're
Clay.
going farther back now.
They've
Is it going to
marched
be
them back.
4th down and 17 maybe?
A lot of boos from the crowd.
Yeah,
the
I
crowd
don't
doesn't
think they
often
like this
boo.
call. Oh, they're walking
Oh.
it back even farther.
Yeah, big
Oh.
boos, big boos.
They're back around the 50.
They're booing.
That's just disappointing.
Hearing a
So
lot
that's
of them.
going to be 4th and 30.
Yeah, that is. You don't like to see that.
3rd and 30. Okay, they've changed it to 3rd down.
The crowd is not happy
Yeah.
with the homecoming.
That's the most
Penalties.
involvement we've got from the crowd tonight. They are not happy.
Hey, my encouragement is be like that every play.
3rd down and very long.
Second down.
Well, now, wait. Someone just said 2nd down.
Well,
Yeah, I'm just not quite sure
I'm
what
not
down
sure where it
is.
is. This is
We're
one of
gonna
those
call
things.
We're going to call it 3rd
It's
until
behind
we see
the
otherwise.
50, Clay.
Here's Ronte talking to the sideline.
He's discussing it with Coach Boykin. He steps up to take the snap. He does so. He drops back.
He's under
He
a lot of
just
pressure.
falls on
and,
the ball.
He just didn't want to
A lot of guys
turnover
on
there.
him there, Clay.
You know, that's going to bring up 4th down. And even
Yeah.
if the Cougars don't score on this drive, you could still take away this. The clock was at 9 minutes when they got the ball here.
Yeah.
It's below 5 minutes now.
I told you. One of the keys to this drive.
And with a 24-point lead, the clock is your friend.
Yeah.
So you want it to go low, lower.
Yes, sir. One of the keys to this drive has been you need to drain the clock. They've done that effectively, and that's putting them in a prime position that as long as they can come in clutch on the
It's
defense.
going to be difficult for the other team to come back
They
now
can get
with 4:29 left in the game.
Ultimately, Clay, what do you think they're going to do here?
Well,
they've
the
not
sticks
flipped
say
thing.
3rd
But
down,
it's 4th down.
but I think it's 4th down.
That or somebody needs to.
Well, we haven't seen a punt all year. I'm not quite sure it's within the Cougars' philosophy.
Do you think that's? It's not within the realm of reason.
So here they are lined up on offense. Sticks say 3rd down. It could be 4th. Ronte is back to pass.
He
throws it
launches
deep
it,
to
Clay.
Braylon Snow, and it's incomplete. But we got a
I'm
flag.
not sure who that's on.
Almost picked off.
It's a deep pass past the 40.
Yeah, it's hard to say
We'll be
who that
right
was
back.
This is WGYJ LP 93.5 Atmore, Alabama.
I tell you, man, game ball. Coach Nichols may come up here and tell us nobody's getting a game ball just because of sometimes that's the standard. But if you give a game ball, Braylon Snow's highly considered for it.
Yeah, he's been all over the place tonight.
His
They're calling
athleticism
that
is
pass
incredible.
incomplete, no flag. Now they're saying it's 4th down. We've had a little bit of confusion with the down marker.
Yeah.
Now it's 4th down and still about 30, maybe 40 yards to go.
We're going to have to ask Grant if he
4th
comes.
and 40.
If Grant comes Thursday night, we need to ask him about the ball that he has to kick with. It looks a little bit different than
Wait,
the
are we
rest
seeing a
of them.
punt formation here? I think, who is this at punter?
That's Nick Bowen.
Is he the punter?
Eh,
First punt of the season.
And a
great
flippin'
punt.
launch of a
great
punt, Clay.
Maybe that's why they call him the Atmore missile. It's recovered back
What are
near
you
the goal
doing?
line and ran out of bounds at the 15.
DeAndre
Well-
Hayes goes in there and brings him down. Those are the kinds of moments, Clay, for the 6'4" wide receiver there that you want to start building confidence. He's not caught the
How
balls
about
that he
that punt?
wanted to thus far, and those kind of things
mean,
are big.
Successful drive even despite the punt. There are now 3 minutes, 37 seconds left
Yeah.
on the clock. Score is 66 to 42. It would take a miracle at this point
Nick
for
Bowen.
the Eagles to be able to come back.
Nick Bowen just put new meaning to the word Atmore missile.
Yeah, I mean, that was
He
a great punt.
ICBM'd that thing across the field. 3:37 to go in the game. 66-42. Cougars are up on the Lions. This is J3
The
Radio.
Eagles.
Yes, I apologize. They look like the Lions.
A tipped pass, and it was intercepted.
by Kai Bartholomew. They say no. I don't think they're ruling it as such, Clay.
Well,
Aw,
the crowd
man.
seems to think they are.
I think the crowd has a different reality of this game.
Well, I think they're moving the sticks. It is an interception.
Wow.
Well,
Congratulations,
about
Kayzion Bartholomew.
wraps up the game. I mean, still 3 minutes to play, but that's kind of the neat little bow to put on.
Yeah.
Cougars should be able.
Tragan James is
To-
not a happy camper.
Why is that?
He just
What? Yeah, I
had
saw
himself
that.
a moment.
Wonder
I think
what-
he was not happy about perhaps the reffing.
Yeah. Well, it is difficult when he doesn't get to play
Yeah,
on offense
it's
like he
tough,
wants to. Here comes
Such a leader out there.
pass, but it's
Deflected
tipped.
by number 8.
Yeah. We may be able to see the Cougars try to run out some more clock. Only 3 minutes, 23 seconds.
Somebody said to run the ball.
That would probably be well advised.
Prudent. And as we've got 3:23 to go, the clock is stopped due to the deflected pass.
Here comes.
Takes it. This time we
Play.
got another pass. Ronte's going to just run it out the left side. Gets up to
And
the
runs
20-yard line.
Out of bounds. And that is, I think, going to stop the clock, given that we're in the final few minutes.
Yeah.
So it's 3 minutes, 15 seconds left. 3rd down and 4. Not been able to take off much clock here. But still, I mean, the game is pretty much out of reach for the Eagles. So it's good that the Cougars are able to get a final drive in here.
And
Just
Ronte is running
impose
up the
their
center,
will.
Clay,
Yeah, 1st down.
at the 15-yard line.
Now we can eat off some of that clock.
This has been a good game, Clay.
Certainly.
Definitely from the viewership standpoint. I'm not so certain
I mean,
Coach
yeah,
Nichols
it
is
might
going to
be
share that. But
defensively, there were some things left to be desired.
yeah, we may
but
not.
That's what these kind of performances are for, learning. They're for learning. And the fact that the Cougars are still able to come away with a win despite allowing 42,
Yeah,
that's a good sign.
And Ronte
then here they
runs
got
out.
another touchdown. So they're going to cross 70 for the second time this season.
and with that, Clay, that's going to bump them up. 2 minutes, 31 seconds to go in the game. The score is,
72 to 42.
and they're going to go for
Just
two.
like that, this game is
No, They've brought him out there, Grant
Yep.
Sasser, to kick.
Well, I don't really
the
think
extra
there's much
point.
of a need to go for 2
Yeah, I think they've
with
proved their
the
point.
30-point lead at the moment.
Yeah. And Tragan James, number 1, captain, will hold for number 24, Grant Sasser, the kicker of this team. He's had a good night tonight.
Oh, we got
And it's a fake.
well,
Just a little bounce up to Grant. They take his helmet away, and unfortunately, they were all over him before he could get out. But I like the play call, Clay. I like the play call.
was that on purpose?
I think it was on purpose. That or it was just completely
The
bobbled.
Yeah.
Coach will have to tell us about that.
Yeah.
I could see it being real, but it almost looked like Grant just recognized the tough spot and was running to make the best of it. So either way, not good.
So
But he
they're going
did
to
good
kick
with
off here. Question is going to be, are the Eagles going to try to get in one last score just to make this game look better on paper? I don't really see them running the ball just to get out of here. I think they want to come away with a score. We've seen most teams do that this season.
it. There's some disappointment from Tragan James at this point, Clay.
Wonder what that's about.
We're going to have to find
Is
out.
it about his defensive performance or something else?
I'm not sure. I mean, at this point, you're
I mean,
kind
there's a lot
of
of
ready to
emotions
get into
in a
it.
game like this. This is the longest game the Cougars have played all season as well.
And I think it's one of those situations, too, where coaches obviously got to play it a little bit looser with being able to put him in, especially after the crash out at the end zone. I mean, one of your top players, you can't risk getting him back in there, but I know
Kick
how much
off.
he wants to be.
A deep kick
Grant
by Grant.
Sasser just knocked the fire out of that ball, Clay. Gets it
And
back past the 30.
It was a
And-
fumble.
It's loose.
They're saying the Cougars came away with it.
Braylon Snow, Clay, number 5.
The referee
At this
wants
point, who
to
cares?
talk it out. Looked like they came away with it, though.
If they kept Braylon Snow with a percentage of what he's done tonight that they've called back, it'd be even more incredible.
Who were they giving the ball to? That's the question with these referees.
Yeah.
I think they're giving it to the Eagles. So, no turnover.
First and 10 Eagles from their own 30.
Potentially the final drive for the Eagles, most likely.
Yeah, they're in the
So here they
shotgun
come, back
again.
in their typical wide receiver formation.
Empty formation.
Incomplete pass. And that's just going to stop the clock. Unless, well, yeah, there it goes. 2 minutes, 14 seconds.
Incomplete, bring up second down.
Cougars are currently up 72-42. They were able to survive several comeback attempts and hold off the Trinity Eagles. And the Cougars will be moving to 6-0.
That is correct. Playoff bound. And as William Dooley, their quarterback, takes a snap alone in the pocket, he's rolling out, trying to escape, and is just drilled by Stephen Kidd on the play as he let it loose.
Yep.
Incomplete pass.
Seems like they
that
might
almost is like a
be letting the clock run now.
pile drive type of play.
Oh, minute 52. Clock stopped again. Third down. We're just going to keep seeing them throw it, I think. It's what they do.
Quarterback, the lone man in the pocket.
He's throwing it
He's
deep.
gonna launch it deep.
And
It
it was
is almost
nearly
picked. And if
Oh.
Tragan James wasn't disappointed earlier,
Yeah.
he's probably now.
nearly intercepted.
Incomplete, bring up fourth down. Second down on the cover for the Cougars.
Well, it's fourth down, so one more play, and the Cougars could get the stop. And then, of course, run the clock out and come out with a win. Are we calling a timeout here? Well,
Wow.
they really want to score, you know? It's tough to take a loss. Sometimes you want to come away with a moral victory at the end.
Quarterbacks have both played pretty tremendous games tonight. Couple picks between them. But it's been interesting to watch both of them and their unique way of play, which has been very different from each other, from Ronte to Dooley. But it's been interesting to watch.
Yeah, it's been a good night of football, and there are a lot of takeaways here for both teams as the season goes on into the last few games. The Cougars, I believe, have a bye week.
They do.
Can you
Next
check
week,
that?
we will not be live. We will be re-airing this game.
Yeah,
So a good one for
listen,
you
good
folks
listen.
to be able to go back and listen to. And as their quarterback takes the snap for one of the final times, it's deflected this time.
And that's a turnover on downs.
And Clay clocks now stopping at 1:36. They will
So
honor
the
it.
Cougars will have a bye week before hosting Cornerstone in 2 weeks. And Cornerstone is one of the teams that we have circled as one of the top teams. They won the championship of this league last season, right?
They did.
So that's definitely,
They beat Macon.
that's going to be a huge game. Good to be able to get a bye to prepare for that. And a lot of time for the Cougars to think over what the takeaways from this week might be as they come back on offense now.
And they're lining
They're
up
substituting some people out.
in a unique formation.
And I think we have a delay of game. That's not great.
They appeared to have recalled their quarterback to the sideline to finish off this drive.
Who?
But they've marked the ball forward for the Eagles.
No, the Cougars have the ball now.
Oh,
It was a turnover on downs there.
I see.
And
Just beautiful.
all right, here we are. Ronte in the shotgun. Low snap, and he just falls down to run some clock.
Well, you can really hear all of the cheer crowd as they all have the big
They're
megaphones
excited.
out.
They're excited for this win.
Homecoming night.
Here comes another play as the clock goes near a minute. He hands it off.
Tragan
Ronte
James.
does. Tragan gets
Around
a
the
run
left
on the
side.
outside.
He's going to bust free. He says he's to the 10, into the 5, and is finally
I think
brought
the
out.
Cougars want to score again here.
Tragan's saying, let's move, give it
No
to me
one
one
ever
more time.
wants to kneel it in this league. They always want to go for
Tragan
another
just
score.
wants it one more time, Clay,
And
to
they
say,
were out of bounds.
and the clock is
They're
moving.
going to keep the clock
50
going.
and counting.
50 seconds and going.
Tragan just wants the ball one more time to score.
They're inside the 5.
We'll see what they do.
They could definitely score here. I think they're going to give it back to Tragan. He wants a score.
And low snap, this time it's Ronte.
And he's brought down at
Just
the line.
snagged up right at the line.
30 seconds.
Clock ticking, 24 and
Basically
counting.
one play if you want to do it. Or you could call it a game, and I think that's what
They're going to do
doing.
so. Folks, 72-42, the Cougars have beaten Trinity, the Eagles. And what a game we've had for homecoming this year.
Excellent offensive performance. Wait, we got one more play.
One more play.
They're 1 second left, and they're giving it to
Tragan
Tragan
James, who
and he's brought down.
they might have wished not to have called it. Number 44 just hit him hard, and that's going to
And
wrap it.
that's the last play.
72-42.
So a
Final play.
30-point margin of victory.
Final score.
Still a considerable size of lead, despite the high score.
A strong victory, my friend. A strong victory tonight.
We talked about this, as if they could come back, the Eagles could come back any second. But still, throughout the game, the Cougars never had less than a 2-score lead in the second half. So,
What do you put the over-under on whether or not this team's about to run laps?
No, certainly.
I mean, it is homecoming,
Well,
but I don't think Coach Nichols is a man who cares much about that. The standard is the standard.
as the teams are able to talk with one another after a win,
That is the thing, Clay. You know, the standard is the standard is the standard. And it's ever important.
Well, I will say, after witnessing it, I would say Trinity certainly has one of the most high-powered offenses in this league, certainly along with the Cougars themselves.
Well, we've seen a lot of wild things tonight, Clay. We saw Florida State go down. We saw a team bring their very best to this game, and the Trinity Eagles and the way they fought. It's been incredible to watch. And as it's over with, what are your final takeaways before Coach comes up here and talks to us for Walk It Off?
I think there's some things to work on.
Yeah.
Defensively. Offensively, it seems like they've got a lot of things figured out. Maybe they could do a little better passing because they mostly ran it tonight.
Yeah.
But defensively, they've shown that potentially they're good at stopping the run.
Yeah.
But teams that pass it, they sometimes leave guys open.
Yeah.
And, that happens whenever teams throw it a lot. So I wouldn't count this against them in a major way. It's just another thing to work on.
Here's what we're going to do, folks. We're going to go to a song, and then presumably by the time we get back, Coach Nichols will be with us to join us for Walk It Off. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
And we are back as Clay preps the microphone for Coach Nichols. This is Walk It Off. This portion of programming on WGYJ 93.5 FM is possible by a generous contribution from Davis Catfish House in Atmore. They are located at 1804 South Main Street. The phone number is 251-368-3063. And the website, it's davidscatfishatmore.com. And tonight, the man himself for homecoming is head coach Larry Nichols to join us for his show. Coach, congratulations on the win.
Yes, sir.
It's a big night. And then, on top of that, Coach, it's homecoming. But we were kind of talking, Clay and I, where were you going to be on this? Because the score, 42 points, the most that anybody had scored prior to this, Clay, what was the most?
Well, I don't know, like
I think
13?
12, 13.
Yeah.
It didn't get that high.
Yes, sir.
And then all of a sudden, they're putting up points like this. What are your takeaways?
My takeaway, I'm finna be honest with you. This week, we didn't hardly do nothing this week at practice. I mean, I'm gonna take the blame for that. I mean, homecoming really got in the way of everything.
Yes, sir.
We just didn't execute like we usually do every week. I mean, cramps, we have had cramps all year long. That's from not drinking water. We drank no water this week. We didn't hardly run this week. I mean, it was just a tough week, but adversity. I mean, we just talked about that yesterday, and somebody just called in about it. How was we going to step up to the plate when adversity came?
Well, the guys, they got upset about it when they heard about that question last night.
Yes, sir.
And then we were discussing it during the game. This is the team that came to
Yes,
play.
sir. Yes,
they
sir.
didn't overlook the fact that it was homecoming,
That's
and they
right.
sure didn't care.
That's right.
They said they were going to give it their best.
Yes,
they
sir.
did. They passed the ball with great efficiency tonight, and just they kind of left guys a little bit stunned.
Yes, sir.
So my question is, as we look at this, what are the things that we can learn? Because the schedule, Coach, you know this.
Yes,
You've
sir.
told me. It's only heating up from here.
That's right.
And then
That's
there's
right.
playoff after that.
Yes, sir.
It's great to be undefeated, but now the rubber's meeting the road.
Yes, sir.
What are you taking away from this game and preaching to the team as we go into practice?
I mean, we gotta execute. We gotta communicate, and I mean, we can't get upset, take off one play, then try to take on another play. So we gotta execute. We gotta communicate. I mean, and going into next week, I mean, we got a lot of stuff we gotta work on. A lot.
Well, tell me this, Coach. I want to take you back because I know that obviously you're not happy.
No, sir.
Defense is your baby.
Yes, sir.
It's where you like to be. And I know this kind of performance is you would like to have seen a lot of things go different.
Yes, sir.
But when the game started, Trinity gets the ball first.
Yes, sir.
They come out, they dot it up, go right down the field. They score. They get a quick 2-point conversion. They're up 8-0.
Yes, sir.
Then you guys get the ball. It doesn't take you long. Touchdown. And then there comes a moment where you don't get the 2-pointer, so it's 8-6.
Yes, sir.
And then you dial up an onside.
Yes, sir.
What led into that thought?
Well, we had just like I said, we be looking over the field and we find the weakest link.
Yeah.
Whoever the weakest link is, that's where we go. And I mean, we found the weakest link, and I mean, it worked out for us on that play.
Yes, sir. And it sets you up. Then you go in, get
Yes,
a
sir.
touchdown, and then you got
36
sprays.
unanswered after that, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Which
so that
is-
was the big part of getting that big lead, which helped in the second
Yes, sir.
half.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That was, I think, the big moment because at some point they got the juice,
Yep.
and then if it weren't for that space that you were able to establish early, then
Yeah, it
we
would've
might
been
be
a
having a
game.
different
Yes, sir, it would've been a
conversation,
game.
Coach.
Yes, sir. It would have been a game.
So
Yes, sir.
tell me who did stand out tonight to you as far as being really a leader out there. We saw Braylon Snow getting out there, and if it weren't for some of the reffing, which we'll need to talk about next,
Yeah.
you know, there was a lot of big moments for him. Was there anybody that really kind of came away for you, or
Nick Barnes, he stepped up a little bit. Tragan James, he stepped up tremendously, even though he's not all the way healed back. I mean, he stepped up tremendously on defense, and of course, Ronte on offense. I mean,
Yes, sir.
he always go do what he do.
Absolutely. He was balling tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, it's always great to have certain guys that you can call their number in tough moments and know that they're going to put the team on their back.
Yes, sir.
And that's so cool to watch, especially out of Ronte. Coach, we saw this a lot tonight. It felt like the pace of the game was slower.
Yes, sir.
It was some of that strategy to move the clock, or what was to do with that? Because it wasn't the
And
turbo offense.
some of it was the referees.
It was
as
the
well.
referees.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was mostly the referees trying to
Just
slow
holding it back.
Just holding it back. Yes, sir.
What are your I mean, I know you can't say much on that, even if you might like to, but was some of that something that, you know, how do you feel about that?
I mean, those refs are basically some of the same ones as Snook. I mean, we had the same problem as Snook, as y'all remember.
Yes, sir.
I mean, it seemed like when we get up a big lead, I mean, they try to help the other team, you know, at
Yeah.
best they know how. And, you know, and that ain't right for the other kids, you know, because they be wondering, you know, what I did wrong, and they didn't do nothing wrong, you know.
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, that's something we go out to work on also.
Was that something we saw later in the game? It looked like Tragan James was pretty disappointed about something kind of perpetually. Was that some of it that maybe
Yes,
he
sir.
felt
When
like?
we had caught that touchdown pass, and they called it back, and he had asked the ref, what did I do? Then that's when the ref threw the flag on him, you know.
Wow.
So, yeah, so just petty stuff like that,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
It could have cost us the game. I mean, if it was a close game.
Yeah.
Could have cost us the game.
A lot of kind of interesting moments that I'm sure you guys are going to have some conversations about as you watch the film.
Yes, sir.
It was tough to see from here. You know, you look at it and it looks like a clean play, and then all of a sudden there's flags. So, you know, obviously that's part of it. But
Yes, sir.
thank God for the win.
Yes, sir.
Coach, as we look now, obviously we've talked about coming into this week, but, you know, you're looking out for this roster. You got a bye week.
Yes, sir.
How do you get the team refocused for what's to come next?
I mean, we're going to start working Sunday evening. I mean, we start working, and we working all week. We're not taking no days off. And just like I said, I take responsibility for last week because we had a couple of days that we took off for that homecoming, you know. So next week, no days off.
Yes, sir.
Working, and we start on Sunday.
Well, I'm excited to see it. You guys, you know, I think this is one of those that we look back on it. This adversity is something big.
Yes, sir.
You know, I kind of hoped it wouldn't be tonight.
Yes, sir. Me too. But I'm glad it happened tonight.
Yes,
You
sir.
know, before we got into
Yeah.
like Cornerstone and on down. So
Yeah.
I'm glad it happened tonight because I mean it taught me and my coaching staff a lesson.
Yeah.
You know, a valuable lesson.
Well, it's always tough, you know, when you blow out everybody and then you go play a team that's got some serious grit
Yes,
and
sir.
you're in a situation that, you know, you otherwise wouldn't be prepared for. So I'm excited to see it, Coach.
Yes, sir.
All the best on the week of practice. And then, of course, we'll be back here the next week with Under the Lights.
Yes,
and
sir.
then we got a big game. Just any
Yes, sir.
thoughts for the folks back home to be listening to about the next game up and just in the interim period for the fans?
Yes, sir. I mean, I hope we have a big crowd. I mean, both teams might be, I mean, I don't know if Cornerstone won or not, but if they did, both
They
teams
were
would be.
blowing them out.
Okay, well, they should be 5-0 and we'll be 6-0. So
Yes, sir.
if you can come on out, 'cause it's going to be a showdown.
Yes, sir. This is going to be one to watch.
Yes,
Cornerstone was the state champion, still defending that title now. And some say that the Cougars are better. So
sir.
it's going to be time to prove it. And
Yes, sir.
I can't wait to see it. Folks, this is Coach Larry Nichols with you. You got any word left to say?
No, sir, that's it. Go Cougars.
Right on, man. Hey, thank y'all for listening. Thank you for being a part. This is J3 Radio, the voice of the Cougars. Keep right here. God bless you.
This is WGYJ LP 93.5 Atmore, Alabama.